anything being broken to you. I don't. I just see people in the streets citing the law. So if you trolls are mad, I mean, we're not even doing half the things that you say we do. It's almost as if you're not here, so you don't know what you're talking about. Just projecting your anger onto peaceful protesters. Like, you should work on that.
You need to quit your position now. Instead of quitting your position will result in your arrest.
Nothing's changed since summer. Oh look, it's Pedo Stash! Pedo Stash is here, everyone. Yeah, your bitch ass maced a 7-year-old. Fuck you, man.
Get out of here!
Bitch. Yeah, that article that was about a 7-year-old being maced, that was here in Seattle. And it was that dude with the fucking mustache. Yeah, even the residents are screaming at the fucking cops, as always, dude. We got cops right here. I think, yep. Actually, no, that's not a cop.
Cop! Fuck police! Fuck all of y'all! Fuck you! Nah, I'm moving back! I'm moving back! I'm moving back! It's by inch, you bitch! It's by inch, you fucking bitch! Tell me I'm wrong! Fuck you! Fuck the police! Fuck the police!
Hey, somebody get
Hey, Jameson, you cute bitch! I see you, boy! I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, you bitch! He wasn't even in the protest! Fuck your Thanksgiving, Jameson! Hey, Jameson, I see you, boy! I see you, bitch! Hey, you! Jameson, with you sunk-in eyes! Look like the devil got you! We on the sidewalk, you bitch-ass cop! We on the sidewalk, bitch-ass cop! Fuck you, police officer! Fuck the police! Quit touching my friend! Quit touching my friend! You're being audio and video recorded! 7712. Fuck you, bro. Fuck the police!
What's your whole name so we can get you out?
You a whole bitch, boy. Turn your hat forward, boy. You look stupid as hell. Come chase after me, I dare you. Come chase after me, I dare you. Fucking try it.
You guys are losing your job. You retard. You're losing your job.
Bro, you looking washed out, Cuddy. What's happening to you? What's happening to you, Jameson? Hey, you used to have a smile on your face. Jameson, you used to have a smile on your face. What happened? What happened, bro? What happened, bro? Look, you looking stressed out, Cuddy. You looking stressed out, Cuddy. What happened in your life, Cuddy? What's getting you stressed? What's getting you stressed? You know winning tonight? What happened, bro? What fucking happened, bro?
You know that too.
Your eyes extra sunk in tonight. Boy, you ain't have a good Thanksgiving. What happened, bro? What happened?
You're a scum.
I don't mean to assume, bro, but something happened, bro. Something fucking happened, bro.
You know that?
You're gonna be crying
It's already
like a bitch.
Yeah, you still here. You look like a bitch, too.
That's hilarious.
You look like a bitch, too. Hey, Officer of the Year. Hey, Officer of the Year. What's up with you, bro?
You in that punk ass bitch going in, bitch. Yeah.
Hey, let's get you some under eye cream, boy. You looking tired. You doing double shifts, Cuddy. You is not detective, bro.
Neutral combat, bro. It is a thing, bro. It is a game, bro. It is a thing,
Bro, you looking stressed. What happened to clowning on us with your friends, bro? You put a smile on your face. You used to have a smile on your face every fucking day. You looking sus now, bruh. You looking like a fucking washed up bitch.
You're a bitch.
You look like a washed up bitch.
Look at all the weapons.
Fuck y'all, bro. Yeah, it's me right here. Do something. Do something. Yeah, I'm the one that got Goldhagen fucked up. I'm the one that's gonna get you fucked up too. Coup it next. Coup it next. Guaranteed coup it next.
Get out.
Guaranteed coup it next. McMillan.
Hey, that one felt, huh? You felt that one, huh? Stupid bitch, huh? You stupid bitch.
No. We ain't coming up with new lines. You are with your sunken in eyes. You better get crow eyes next, boy. We need to get you some cucumbers to put on your eyes, boy. You look stupid as hell. Keep using my name like that's the power you got over me. Fuck that shit. That's nothing but my slave name, bro. That's nothing but my slave name, bro. Bro, we on the sidewalk. You should step back. You the one aggravating. You the one aggravating with your sunken eyes, boy. You look like a whole horror movie, you bitch. What you need to do is talk to your significant other over some skincare. Is what you need to do, you bitch. Fuck you, bro. You don't sleep at night? I hope not.
What is this man say? Why are you kidnapping him? What did he do to justify this? Do any of you pigs have an answer? For your actions? What the fuck did you do? Do you even know? Do you even know what you've done?
Over to arrest somebody, and none of you were going to say anything.
You Nazi fucking pigs! Get the fuck out of our city! You guys down here, you are not wanted nor welcome! Get the fuck out!
Hey, remember when you said Democrats started the KKK? Remember that shit? I remember that too. That shit was hella funny, bro. That's hella funny. Yeah, they did, huh? Remember when Lincoln was a Republican? Remember that? Hey Jameson, hey let's crowdfund you some fucking cucumbers. Let's get you a facial, bro. You getting old quick, bro. You know how they said the presidents be aging double time? Boy, your ass aging double time, just like the presidents, boy. What we need to do is elect your ass so you die faster. Fuck ass, boy. You look stupid as hell. What we need to do, bro, Glossier, bro. That's what we need for you, Jameson. That's his first name. Hey, Jameson, bro, you ruined my favorite alcohol. You ruined my, bro. You look washed up. You stress me out every time I see you. You one of my least favorite cops, bro. No, bro. You one of my least, bro. Put a fucking mask on, bro. Look like one of the watchmen. Yo, bitch ass, bro. One of your,
in your jail, in room 9. You fucking predator!
Matt.
A resident is sexually assaulted in jail, and that's on you.
Jameson used to laugh at me every fucking day. Now he just got sunken in eyes looking like the goddamn Crypt Keeper. Shit, sickening. Hey, Jameson, your new name is Crypt Keeper. We gonna give you something else I like. You look stupid as hell, Jameson. I'm after you, bro. Fuck, this guy right here. I don't know what he talking about either. What y'all need to do is get masked, but we're not gonna talk too much about it, bro. But you need Glossier. You need a skincare regimen. Is what your bitch ass needs. What you need is a skincare regimen with your bitch ass. You look stressed as hell. You've been taking too much double shifts. Fuck you, bro.
You did our job for us.
Hey, wait, hold on. Weren't you the one that let the lieutenant slide on rape allegations? Wasn't that you? You were the one. I know it was you. I forgot about that, bro. It was you, Jameson. This guy right here. The one with the sunken in eyes with too many demons. With your bitch ass.
these cops literally
You hiding rape allegations, dude. You fucking apologist. Hey, look, we all gotta take accountability at some point in time, but your ass hiding demons, bro. And I see it in your eyes, bro. You don't got Glossier and it's showing. It's showing, bro. It's fucking showing, bro. You got demons, Jameson. Check your demons. Quit drinking Jameson, Jameson. That's for us. That's for people with true pain and alcoholism. Fuck your fake alcoholism with your fake addictions and your fake depression and your fake fucking eyes, bro. You show. It all shows, bro. The demons in your eyes show, Jameson. And I'm watching you. I'm watching your ass. And tell Coin I'm watching him too. We got cases. Fuck y'all, bro. Tell Gohagen I'm talking to OPA this week. I got a meeting with OPA this week. Bet that up. I'm talking to him about Gohagen. Guaranteed. They called me. I ain't called them. They called me. You all don't let us see out. They closed the dispensary over these police. Now everyone at the dispensary flipping them off. Hey, look. I heard them talking about people might get under arrest over this way. So, hey, what's up with you, bro? Did I hear someone saying they're under arrest over here? Or am I tripping out? Oh, this is what it sounds like.
You're blocking traffic, creating a public safety hazard. You are the public safety hazard.
I do, Waltz. I couldn't get there. You're blocking a Mario arterial, you dickhead. Hey, dickhead. You blocking a major arterial.
You're literally ruining
You lazy fuck, I thought you rode bikes. You lazy bitch. Hey, Jameson. You lazy bitch. Hey, Jameson. What's in your fucking eyes, bro? We all see it. The eyes don't lie, Cuddy. Get on your fucking bike. You bitch. You losing exercise hours.
Fuck off! My God, fuck off!
Fuck everybody over there! Next Friday, 5 p.m.
Bro, we running from police tonight if they charge nothing, anything.
Bro, you guys are so fucking smooth in your shitty ass undercover.
They looking at me.
Hey, go back to the road you went to Tacoma, you fucking shithead.
You heard me, and you actually got the medical officer. Go fuck yourself.
That was mad intense. That almost ended really bad for like all of us. Get out.
Fuck them, bro.
Bro, she was like, I got the control, go get him. Here, get the plates on that.
Yeah, get the
Oh, sorry. You good?
Why are you doing
Feel
short
better?
sleeves? It's almost December.
How does it feel to be a piece of shit? I'm absolutely worthless.
Yeah, so Jameson, I call Jameson out of anybody because Jameson out here, him and his little yellow squad buddies, they're the ones that really cause the real damage. They're the ones that love tackling women. They're the ones that are out here arresting people for no reason, harassing people, giving us all types of disrespectful dialogue. Not no dialogue that's like a cop trying to like save their neck or try and prove that they're doing it for the right reasons. No, they're the ones that are like, well, Democrats are the ones that started the KKK. Shut the fuck up, bro. That just shows that they on some weird Trump supporter shit. Bro, whoever said we was on some Democrat shit? Whoever said that? It's not Democrat. Fuck you, bro. Fuck the dialogue. Fuck the details. You know what I'm saying? What really got me fucked up, though, bro, about Jameson is him and his little friends, they stay out here calling me out by name. They tried grabbing me a few times, whatever else. Yo, so I look into it. Jameson and I think it was Chris Coit, they were the ones that covered up a lieutenant's rape allegations. They were the ones that were like saying that the victim was like crazy and shit. They like literally covered it up. Someone made a complaint. It was like some whole thing. They like the officer's report. Now, get the fuck out of here is all I really gotta say. It kind of explained itself, dude. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like, we all have, like, done wrong, and we've all, like, supported the wrong people at some point in our life. But, like, get over it, make amends, take accountability, whether it's public or just within yourself. And do better, bro. Don't be out here making fun of protesters. Don't be out here bullshitting with yourself and with everyone the truth of life. You know what I'm saying? The truth is, that's a demon, your ass sus. Bro, I already know. I see the eyes, bro. I don't need nothing else.
I was like, going to go to the station, I was like, oh, them, what's going on down the block, man?
The yellow squad is out here looking stupid as always.
Did you see Homeboy? What's his name?
I'm alive.
He had no helmet on. He had no.
Yeah. That's my real ops right there.
People who are out here putting their lives on the line, and for y'all who are out here showing us. This revolution's not gonna stop. You gotta repeat it. Doesn't it sound weird? He said this revolution is not gonna stop. But I said not gonna stop. It's for the freedom case. It's for the revolution.
what it was. Not as big as it was last Friday night, but about what it was early at 8 o'clock last Friday night. So I would consider it still early at this point. See, people are standing across the street because they know that it's safe for them to do that. A lot to read here on this side.
Careful of the sign.
I'm not going to get that.
Another good thing to ask about is if there's anybody here from the Joe Rogan tribe or the Adam Curry No Agenda Show tribe.
Oh, okay, very good.
What's this? Cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency system that injects into our bodies. Yeah, so that's literally what we have to be watching out for. You know, it's only going to really matter. I mean, this is already the market. In our spirits. But,
how you doing?
How you doing, man? Hey, I want to give a shout out to the YouTube chat and the 400-pound hacker on the last sport channel.
Thank you. Mountain 2020, how are you, bud? Good to see you've come over to the WebRTP. Mountain's one of the regular WYSIWYG chatters.
We gotta keep moving. I don't know how to deal with people. Most people I know. Because, we live in California, so
So for those of you just joining us, we're doing something new tonight on WYSIWYG TV. We've teamed up and
Destroying people's lives.
Oh, it's terrible.
teamed up and we're doing a live chat. If you want to join us in the live chat, you can punch in the URL that's on your screen and enter into a Jitsi chat room where you can have your voice come across the speaker that's on my microphone here. And the folks out here will be able to hear you and answer your questions. And I love the names. I think the names that show up are some of the... It's brilliant what y'all come up with.
Hey, WYSIWYG, we have a donation in the chat from JLA.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I got so much going on.
JLA, thank you for the donation.
So we can't really stick too long in one spot when we have to move. Just so that we're not disturbing the neighbors.
I feel like a juggler tonight. I got so much going on. I need an extra set of hands out here almost. But thank you very much. I appreciate the donations. It definitely goes to help fund all these cool technological advances that we got going on here. Hopefully, one of these days we'll even get some video, so you can live chat to a live person out on the street.
Well, actually, I'd like to point out that everybody has their video cameras muted, which is a good thing. It saves on the bandwidth. Everybody in the WebRTC room is doing the light, and they're muting their microphones. So we have a great audience.
So what I got going on is a WebRTC. So there's a group of people that are in a live chat. They're on this speaker, and they can talk to you. You can talk to them, and then it's also broadcast on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
Oh, that's dope, dude. That's dope.
Crazy, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're trying this new thing. You want to say hi to the gang? Say hi.
What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Hey, by the way, fuck this guy, Prib, Garcetti.
Mia Garcetti.
Fuck him.
I recognize that voice. How are you?
Garcetti. That's what's the name? My boy, I forgot his name. White dude, he's cool.
Mia Garcetti.
Yeah, I'd like to remind you that it is not the person, it's the policy.
Yeah, you're right.
But he happens to have that name, so we have to use it to point out his bad policy.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is bullshit, man. Wait a minute. Hold on real quick. This is blocked off?
Yeah, they've got the street taped off now at this point. Was somebody trying to get through over there? Is that what was going on?
Not too sure, but man, like, fuck this fucking lockdown shit, man. This quarantine, like, I mean, dude. First of all, it's not. This is house arrest. It's not quarantine.
Right.
Last time I checked, quarantine is for people who's actually ill.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
This is like house arrest. You know, people are like going crazy. Like literally, this might get banned. What I'm gonna say, literally, I want to say more people die from suicide than they have from the COVID-19. Because the survivor rate is 99.9. I've done the research. It's 99.9.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think
what it's taking away from us is taking more than our health.
Yes, mental health is important,
Mental
right?
health.
That's first and foremost, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Mental health.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on.
And you see it every day in the people that you meet.
Yeah.
You know, especially those who aren't able to work and make a living and keep going and, you know.
Yeah, because like when the first phase back in March, not everybody not everybody got the stimulus check. Not everybody qualified for unemployment. So you're putting people in.
Just the little guy that's getting hurt.
Exactly.
And the billionaires are getting richer because
The
they're-
CEOs stepped down from those corporations. They
Yeah.
stepped down back in March. So that speaks to me, that speaks for itself.
That was interesting, and that wasn't. And maybe Scott, maybe you know more about that.
So remember,
sorry.
if you're going to
Yeah.
interview someone, you can't be within the 100 feet. So we're gonna need
Can we
your
go
car.
across the street?
I'm going to interview. Say that again?
You're being interviewed by this gentleman, so you can't stand within 100 feet of the residence because you're still targeting that residence. So as long as you're on the other side, you're good. What is it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Come on across the street with me for a minute.
Same thing. Come on.
I forgot.
Black woman is under attack. What do you do? Stand outside back. Black trans is under attack. What do you do? Stand outside back. Black trans is under attack. What do you do? Stand outside back. The native life is under attack. What do you do? Stand outside back. The native life is under attack. What do you do? Stand outside back. The native man is under attack. What do you do? Stand outside back. The native woman is under attack. What do you do? Stand outside back. All lives are under attack. What do you do? Stand outside back. All lives are under attack. What do you do? Stand outside back. Make some fucking noise.
Every day! Every day! Every day! No peace! We don't get no peace!
Holding it down all day, every day.
So just a little bit earlier, we were talking about how the medical institution is racist. And that made me think about something. This happened about a year ago. I was in the U District. I was riding my bike,
And I saw this guy riding down the hill. It was, you know, the ground was a little bit wet. There's some wet leaves, and he slipped on the wet leaves and, you know, ate shit on the ground. And he ended up hitting the car. And I saw this happening. I was like, oh, crap. The person in the car, like, totally dented their grill, but they're like, you know, man, you crashed on your bike. I'm more worried about you. I can take care of my grill, whatever. So I stayed with this guy because I was worried about him. And the fire department showed up. There's like a fire truck that shows up, and then the police show up.
You know something I don't?
Continually train?
Huh?
You don't believe that officers continually train while on duty?
And so you might be able to like give me some evidence to back that up, like.
I know they do, and in fact, officers have to go in and qualify to carry a gun. They have to continually train. LAPD is continually training officers.
Seattle Police Department for their fancy new LRADs and shiny cars. I think it should be going to mental institutions. I think it should be going to hospitals. I think it should be going to black communities who can do their own crisis response. I'm really, really excited about what I'm hearing with King County Equity now. If any of you have heard about the pilot program they're talking about putting together for crisis response centers, it's stuff like that. They're going to have doctors, they're going to have counselors, they're going to have spiritual guides, they're going to have nutrition advisors. And it's all going to be community-based, and it's going to be about genuinely helping people so that you don't end up worrying about a guy who ends up getting in a bike wreck, because sometimes that happens, not being able to go to the hospital and ending up with a concussion and brain damage afterwards because he doesn't have any money to go to the hospital. Anyways, there's my spiel. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul!
Thank you for that. You see, because this is how we do things out here. We like to hear from the community. You know, we love to hear what everybody has to say. Because this person right here next to me, he has the same ideals as I do. You know, he wants to see SPD defunded. He wants to see more community programs, you know, coming to fruition for our people of color. You know, who actually need these services. You're talking about 400 fucking years of goddamn oppression. And the ultimate question is, who the fuck benefits from slavery and genocide on American fucking soil today, right now? It ain't black people, and it damn sure ain't Native Americans. So clearly something's fucking wrong. That fee should have been paid a long time ago. But look where we are, marching in the fucking streets. So understand, have those uncomfortable conversations with your people because it starts with yourself. Awareness. When you look at yourself in the mirror every day, what are you doing to either be a part of the problem or be part of the solution?
Period. Period.
It's time we all start smelling the coffee.
Woo! Yes!
Full streets. Full streets. You on the 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 streets.
Alright, we're gonna walk by a super racist establishment. Everyone look to your right. Right here! Fucking Jai Thai! Fuck Jai Thai! Can we get a fuck Jai Thai? Fuck Jai Thai! Fuck Jai Thai! Fuck Jai Thai! Fuck Jai Thai!
No, I saw in the background. I'm like, they're back there. And then all of a sudden, they're like,
This is completely legal. Get fucked.
So many cruises.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Again, fucking media officer are very right, only through the post office. Are there any vinyl collectors, vinyl thinking a big hit? Instead of buying a fucking vinyl record that's been out for 25 goddamn years and no one wants to touch, that you're gonna pay fucking expensive shipping on, you can send or find some collective group to trade vinyl with, and you guys can ship that shit through your local post office for very, very cheap through media mail. You will not have to pay freaking like $6, $8, $10 in shipping for some fucking huge package, because we know vinyl records are very big, but they only hold 12 songs or some shit. Like, why would you just get the CD? Yeah. Well, it's okay. It's still an art form. It's a media. It's important. And you don't have to spend 10 goddamn fucking dollars on that shit when you can go to your local post office right there. And you can ask for media mail. This is a very important little known fact. And that's why and you can only get it by going to your local post office. You cannot get media mail packages, unfortunately, if you're like a flat rate box. You have to go to the post office for this shit. That is why those people are in there. So please, thank your essential workers, and it pays. It pays, and it benefits you. It benefits our communities when you go, when you go visit your local deli counters. When you go get your fresh fruits and vegetables at the store, this benefits all of us. This is why these people are there. So again, appreciate them while we're here because they've been here this whole time. Now that they're in a pandemic and are being exploited, they've given the time to get sentimental. Be appreciative of them the whole time for everything you've had up until now. So again, stay those essential workers. And remember, they are getting shit from their bosses! So fuck their bosses! We need to wake up! We need to be advocating for the rights and the protections and the freedoms of our immigrant and migrant workers! How the fuck do you think those vegetables got on that grocery shelf? No, deadass! How do you think those groceries got on that shelf? How do you think the food got to that restaurant? Okay? So, yes, we need to be advocating for the rights and the protections of our super essential workers, our migrant and immigrant field workers, okay? So always, if you eat a single thing today, if you drink water, if you've eaten a fucking apple, if you have eaten, especially an apple, that's good shit. If you've eaten any processed food, think about what went into that. Where did someone get the essential nutrients to make that granola bar? Seriously, even if it's super processed, you owe it to a migrant worker or an immigrant worker. The only difference between the two is the distance that they've traveled to work, to fucking feed you. So again, it's super essential work here. essential workers, come in all colors, variety, shapes, sizes. They are indigenous. Don't get it twisted. Again, migrant immigrant workers are the same human beings that work extremely hard to bring you nutrients, okay? And agricultural migrant work. There's other types of migrant work. That's a different story. Not about to talk about that. Anyway, again, always think you're essential workers. Thanks, we came to
Literally, that's not I go where no one else dares.
I freestyle. Oh, I got that.
It is. People couldn't handle it after this. People couldn't handle it.
We're hanging up. We got like 3 fucking homes. So clearly, there's something major.
Alright. Can you guys hear me? Alright. I'm gonna let you
Maybe you should. Apparently, it's necessary.
it was one. Freedom House Ambulance Service. It was black. Alright.
Wrong jacket, wrong jacket.
Background, right? Into the mid-1960s, ambulance service in the U.S. was typically provided by either police or local funeral homes.
Interesting.
Okay.
Seems like a weird conflict of interest.
Alright, thanks. No one got it. Such services provided at most basic first aid and rapid transportation to a hospital. Police operated ambulances. The ambulance crew would typically load the patient into the back of a police van. Sounds pretty fucked up to me. And rush to the hospital. The U.S. medical system had yet to incorporate advances in medical emergency care made in battlefield medicine. Some urbanization in the U.S. following World War II led to more car accidents and more injuries far from hospitals, exacerbating this lack of medical care provided en route to hospitals. So again, this is the Freedom House Ambulance Service. It was black-led. Okay? All right. Woo! Woo!
Who has the power?
Who wear the bus?
Who has the power?
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck 12. You don't do what they want. Fuck 12. We don't do what they tell us.
People who out of the way of the bus.
Fuck 12. We don't do what they tell us. Fuck 12. We don't do what they tell us. cause that's right here in front of us, we are not going to agitate him. We are not going to give him our energy. We're not going to give him our time. We're going to move right past him. I guess he is all
He's invisible.
He's acting like a punk right now. And I guess, yeah, we don't want to cause any harm to none of our people that are out here marching with us. So we're going to just move past this officer, act like he does not exist.
Police in the front.
He's not engaged.
They're asking people not to engage. This is a normal, peaceful, March Black Action Coalition month. Yet today, SPD decided to attack the press. Peaceful protesters. To threaten women's lives.
Oh look, Coach and the cops, hand in hand.
Definitely sent them out.
Do your fucking job.
Why can't you get a better job? Why can't you get a better job? Seems like an appropriate response. You put a trans man into a coma. Bro, it's fucking fascist. It's crazy. You know what this land stands for? How the fuck do you sleep at night? Fucking disgrace. You're fucking disgrace. Fascist pigs, fascist. Fascist pigs!
You know, just because you're black doesn't make it okay to wear the blue, my guy. I don't know if you knew that. You race traitor piece of shit.
How do you feel about the trans men that you put into a coma and get brain damage still? Do you feel okay with that?
Race traitor trash.
You put trans men in a coma. You did that! How do you sleep at night, you piece of shit? Save a life! Kill yourself!
Hey, bitch ass phone camp, what the fuck's going on? You can't fucking take it! You can't take it! Fuck you! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you! Fuck you, bitch! You can't do anything! You can't do nothing, bitch! Fuck you!
You should be ashamed of yourself, but you're too fucking stupid! Your kids are gonna be ashamed of you when they see you in the future.
Were you all aware, and there's an entire paper y'all can read on this,
they only hire police officers up to a certain IQ due to the fact that there was a really, really high turnover rate for officers with a higher IQ. Y'all can look that up right now, immediately. Facts. You gotta be at least somewhat fucking stupid to be a police officer.
Fuck you! Fuck you, pig! Fuck you, pig! Fuck you! You fucking suck! I bet you lost sucking dick all day, little bitch! Fuck you! Fuck you! Blue doesn't make you tough! Fuck you! Fuck you! We don't get no justice, you don't get no peace! Fuck you! Yeah, fuck you! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch! Drive a little slower, bitch! Drive a little fucking slow, bitch! Fuck you! Yeah, bitch! Fuck you! Fuck you! You can't fucking get nowhere, bitch! This ain't your fucking town! This ain't your fucking town! Get the fuck out of here, bitch! All fucking all of you!
Get out of the roadway.
This is a little road protest.
It's our fucking protest!
This one
You
though?
little bitch!
This is a legal protest against your exorbitant budget.
Yo, there's like 20 fucking police cruisers ready. Oh, that shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This poor guy's talking about his buses right back there. He's just trying to get home. Yeah, this SPD out here blocking the street so my man can't get home back there.
Workers, you ain't welcome here. 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 You're not fucking welcome here. Just because you fucking steal our tax money doesn't mean you're welcome here. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't fucking worth it. You ain't fucking worth shit. You little fucking bitches can't get a real job. Can't fucking help people out. Can't get a real fucking job. Fuck you guys in this truck. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get a real fucking job.
Fuck you!
Get a real fucking job. Get a real job.
Learn how to wear a mask, Brooks.
Hey, John.
The speaker's that way. That's good.
Hey, young Brooks. We all hate you, Brooks. Every single one of us hates you.
Click you claim, not the bitch and click you claim.
Bitch, Casey Flint, bitch.
This is the last one.
All right. And back to the group.
I'm sorry, hello, I can't give you a hug.
That's fine. You're busy.
Yeah.
Everybody come to the sidewalk so we can concur for tonight. I'd like to thank the community again, everybody who helped us put together this food drive and donated food. Like, we really did a good job as a community. Eating 42 encampments is a lot. So I really appreciate everyone who was out there. Yeah, like we said earlier, we was able to get out at least well over 2,000 bags between hygiene supplies bags. We was able to push out close to 1,000 hot meals as well. Clothing,
Sorry, you're in front of the camera.
socks, shoes. Yeah, we was able to get people taken care of. But the thing is, it just doesn't stop here because what? In a couple days, they're going to need more supplies.
Yeah.
They're going to need all that stuff to be replenished. So, yes, if you know your houseless neighbor next to you, Antifa Equity Outreach, 1548 First Avenue. They have all those supplies that we was there using as well. Right, this is what they do 24/7 when they're not doing any direct action with us. So they're out there helping the houseless community by providing them with whatever type of hygiene supplies that they need, any type of medical supplies, whatever food that they could gather, and definitely clothes. So yes, if you know anybody that's houseless in your area, in your community, stop by there. The supplies are there. Let them know. You're just here to pick up some stuff for a houseless neighbor that you know. You don't have to do big drives like we do. You know, it just takes one person. If we all just looked after one houseless individual, you know, we could get a lot done. So I just want to thank everybody for coming together and actually getting this initiative off the ground. Yeah, and it was definitely a success. At this point, at this point, I guess I can open up the floor to any announcements for the weekend, if anybody has any. Yeah, oh, yes.
Alright, you guys, I'm sorry, my voice is kind of like gone. I will be going live on Black Action Coalition on Sundays. Just tune in with Trey. Possible. So I will be going live from the Black Action Coalition page at 8 p.m. this Sunday. You can tune in with me. I'll go ahead and discuss peace, everyday racism, and this will be continual teachings. And I would love to, get engaged with you guys, answer any questions that you guys have. And again, thank you so much for making sure you take care of the community and showing up just to say that essential workers matter, Black lives matter, and Indigenous lives matter. Thank you so much.
Real quick, y'all just watching the live. Somebody said, shout out our medical work that was out for us today. Thank you, medics. Okay, got any announcements for this weekend? Hello, tomorrow 1 p.m. at Occidental Square, we're going to have another protest, native protest. Be there 1 p.m. Occidental Square.
I just wanted to say that although what didn't go as I planned. I didn't know that there was a pop-up on a vigil. You know what I'm saying? It's a protest. Things will never go as planned. Things will never go as we expect them to. It's a protest. We're going against the status quo. If it was going to go as planned, that would be the status quo. We have to try things different. And we have to be able to maintain flexibility, which I just wanted you guys to give yourselves another round of applause for staying calm and staying together, keeping it right, keeping it tight, and ending up back here. Who's got our back? We got our back! Who's got our back? We got our back! Period. You don't gotta go home, but you also don't. You can stay here too.
As long as we keep the neighbors happy. Yeah, I know. Come to my neighborhood. Hold on, let me ask you this. If this was going on in your neighborhood, I call and nobody comes. Well, never. Party.
I mean, it's noise.
How it is. How it is. You know what, though? I can't speak for nobody coming, but I can speak to the fact that you call because the noise bothers you. But if I had a mayor in my neighborhood that was shutting everything down, I'd be happy to see people out there. Yeah, but you guys were here before. And the mayor's busting his boss's back. This guy actually.
So what's up? What are we gonna do about this?
Oh, okay.
So hopefully everybody understands what's going on there. It seemed pretty clear what the officer was explaining to them. Scott, you were able to hear what was going on there? Did I lose you in the studio?
We're still here.
Oh, good. All right.
No, he is here. I appreciate but we have to have
But that's what we're saying is not happening. We see BLM and how you act with them and how they treat you. They are very rude and horrible. They are very bad. They riot, they protest, they shoot you guys. They want to defund you.
Antifa
This is why people, the officers, stop talking to people because it just gets out of control.
That's what Antifa is saying.
Just gotta keep walking. Can't be vocal because, you know, they're organized.
So they're just
That is the witness test.
No, not us. We did a public complaint. We just warned. We didn't cite anybody. We don't want to cite anybody.
Thank you.
We want to have dialogue to be able to balance those interests of you in the other.
So as you can see, it's a lot of discussions with the officers right now.
What up, bro?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
I see. Oh yeah. Always, man.
The studio is back online.
Oh, all right. You got quiet there for a minute. There was a lot going on. I realized that in talking to the gentleman on the corner, there was a lot happening behind us that I wasn't seeing. I was so into that conversation.
There's a woman, it looked like getting handcuffs put on him.
Yes, they were being detained while they were cited for noise violations because a neighbor had complained. So the officer was explaining to everybody that due to that noise complaint, they were citing the person who was in violation of the noise complaint. And so that's what's going on behind the officer here.
I think that is called a custodial arrest. Everybody needs to educate themselves on what a custodial arrest is.
Thank you. Have a nice day. So go down that way. You can't go past down there. You're more than welcome to run over. You can cross and walk down there. Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Will you be just
Yeah, yeah, we're good. Yeah.
We're over here just fighting for our rights so we can feed our families. And y'all are over here just arresting us?
A little frustrating, to say the least.
Yeah, you guys are already joined the club, huh?
I used to oppose defunding, but we'll solve the BLM problem. You guys won't solve it, we'll solve it. We back you guys for months. Okay? That's fine. I defund him and we'll fix the problem.
We're all of it. Look, she wants
Yeah, like don't ever do. My mama couldn't tell me half the time how to act. She's no one. That's called a Karen. Don't be one.
Yeah, if you're gonna be here, you're full blown PK. We don't have that.
I love the police. I fund the police, but I don't like when the police
that the police are in.
they're not abiding by the Constitution.
Sorry, the sheriff.
Is there a public information officer on site yet?
I don't believe so. That might have been who was talking to everybody over on the driveway. Yes. I'm sorry? Copy that. Thank you. So.
It's different though, man.
I said earlier that she may have been put into custodial arrest.
Yeah.
Have you ever discussed custodial arrest?
No, but I'm going to come over here on the corner and turn the camera around and talk to you for a minute. I think I just heard Javier laughing because he knows exactly what I'm about to tell you.
Can you do a 360?
Can I do a 360?
Yeah, move the camera. Yeah.
Sure. So this is the corner that I'm standing on here, which is Irving and 6th. So over there is where they are detaining the people who were in violation of the noise ordinance and the complaint that was lodged by the neighbors. And then this is the opposite side, away from the mayor's house. Some of the units you see are down that way. And then we get back around and we're at the mayor's house here. So I just got flashed down by the officer over there because my friend Tony is apparently one of the ones over there making all the noise and is being detained and ticketed. And so I guess they wanted to make sure that I knew that he was over there getting detained. And that sucks. That really sucks. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. But that's what's going on over there. So I think we'll have a first-hand interview with one of the detainees shortly once they are released. But yeah, it's not a good look for my friend Tony, that's for sure. So that's what's going on, Steve, or Scott. Sorry, that's where I'm at right now. So everybody's kind of calmed down a little bit because of that. There were the two different areas where they were having discussions with the officers. And to be honest with you, it feels like people have kind of rolled out. I'm going to walk down the street here. They wanted everybody out of the street, even though they've got the street closed off in both directions, all directions, in fact. Irving shut down, 6th is shut down.
How's the crowd right now?
Quiet. It's really quiet. I'm gonna just walk down Irving towards Wilshire Boulevard because it seems as though maybe there's a larger group down here, but I find it interesting what's going on. Interviews going on.
There you go.
This woman's got a great shirt on. Let me go show you what she's got happening. But this is quite a crowd that's grown over here on the grass of the neighbor's house.
Yeah. She's the biggest paper she
And also to make a statement, this is you know, it's mixed when that rally started when she was.
Oh, yeah, we go. Hey, how are you?
Get you, you know, probably split on it.
So the group's kind of stalled out down here, away from the police officers, and I guess it looks like trying to say, why is everybody hanging out down here?
You want to kick it?
Yeah.
You want to kick it?
Why is everybody chilling here?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. Ask him.
It seems like
that's a good question. Ask him.
That's why I was asking you. It seemed like everybody moved from the mayor's house.
Dude, the cops are, look, there's a line of cops ready to go. They're ready to
It's not even 10 o'clock, so we're not in curfew.
What's going on? Let me know when you're ready.
Why did everybody move down here?
Oh, no
Have
idea.
fun with that. Don't make me look bad. All right, you promise? Don't make a promise.
I have something to share. Would this be a good time, or you want me to wait?
Sure, no, go for it. Go for it.
Okay. I mentioned earlier that us patriots need to know our the common law in our republic. One of them is called a custodial arrest.
Yes.
I'm not going to pontificate on anything because I'm not an attorney and I don't want it to seem like I'm giving legal advice. But I can point people where they can go in the right direction. The first step is to understand custodial arrest, the procedures, and what it means.
Okay.
And I'd also like to educate people on the U.S. Code. The U.S. Code is a list of all of the major laws that are part of the United States Code of Laws in the United States. And it can easily be found, and I'm going to give you a website address. Everybody knows about the House.gov, is the House of Republicans. So all you do is you go to uscode.house.gov. And what I recommend that you do is the first place that you go is you go to Title 18, Part 1, Chapter 13, and you read Section 241 and Section 242. I'll say that again because it sounded like we were kind of breaking up. U.S. Code, if you just go Title 18, Section 241, Section 242, you can find it that way. But if you're at the U.S. Code .house.gov website, it makes you click down on this little tree of information. So on the tree, you go to U.S. Code, to the website, then click on Title 18, then click on Part 1, and then click on Chapter 13, and then down below there you'll see Section 241, and right below it is Section 242. Please read those. They're about your constitutional rights. And those are some good pieces of information that everybody should know.
Good, good. Thank you for laying that out. I just walking back down the street here. Seems like just get an idea of what's going on here, and the officers have formed a line across the street. Looks like they might be getting ready to ask people to leave.
What should I do not do?
Don't open your mouth and keep moving.
Can I move in place like this?
I don't think that counts. But we can go across the street and stand on that corner and have a discussion.
What do you think is Chris, right?
Yes.
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing something really interesting tonight. You want to see what it's all about?
Sure.
Come over here, I'll tell you, because I can stand on that corner, but you can't.
Oh, because I'm media.
I'm press.
I'm also media, though.
Oh, you have a press credentials with you?
You know, not with me. That's the
see
problem.
that
And I should have them in the coming weeks.
The officer that I talked to, she checked my credentials, and then said, "Oh, I'm okay." But if I was interviewing somebody, we had to come across the street. So that's been the protocol.
Is this something interesting, or is there something else?
No. It's this little device right here. Scott, say hi.
Hi, this is the studio speaking. My name is Sir Scott with the No Agenda podcast, No Agenda show. I'm one of the producers.
Hey there. How are you?
I'm doing well. This is a collaboration between WYSIWYG and the No Agenda show.
No Agenda. I haven't subscribed to you. Are you on YouTube?
Well, if you know who Adam Curry is, the founder of podcasting or the inventor of podcasting.
It sounds familiar.
His claim to fame was MTV in the 1980s.
Oh, for the boomers?
His name is
Adam.
Boomer?
No, but lately...
Am I a boomer?
Maybe, but I don't know. But
That's
I've been
that's
called
what
a
you just called
boomer
me. I
lately.
grew up in the
No,
Adam
not
Curry
you.
years.
But like I've been called a boomer lately, and I don't appreciate it. And I'm a millennial.
Hurts,
I'm a millennial.
Yeah, it kind of hurts.
It does.
Well, that's one thing about the No Agenda show. We are actually in cooperation with the Joe Rogan tribe.
Oh, I love Joe Rogan. He's amazing.
There's the Joe Rogan tribe, and there's the Adam Curry tribe.
What happened to Joe Rogan being the moderator for the debate? What happened on that? I'm very upset about that. I needed him to do that. Set it straight.
Everybody was all for that, but for some reason it stopped being discussed.
I'm just messing with you, but sure. That's awesome. Cool. Well, nice to meet you. So how are we collaborating? What are we doing?
What it is there's other people that are within this chat room. It's a It's an RTC, real-time chat on Jitsi, and right now I've got a banner up on my screen where people can go to the website and join the chat and talk live, interview, whatever, have a conversation.
So someone can jump on there besides this guy
Correct.
to be like,
Yes.
and you pick him or he pick the producer over
Well,
there picks him.
Scott's working the studio tonight, and
Got it.
he's in the room, and then as people come in, people can ask questions
That's
and talk.
awesome.
and
Look at technology working.
They're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, and so kind of trying to try something different and give people who aren't able to come out and be here to see and have interactions and understand why people are out here, what's going on. More than
Well,
just the
people
chat
that
bar.
are not out here know this, that you're sitting on your couch or in your chair by your computer listening or watching this, and you're nice and cozy, and I appreciate that. But if you're in Los Angeles or anywhere in a state that is being locked down like this, you need to get off your ASS, excuse my French, but you need to get off and you need to go to your mayor's house like this. And look, we have several people here tonight that have been detained, and I don't think they're going to get arrested, but they're going to get a ticket for like whistling on a one of these whistles that we have here, whistling. Or some woman said, a husband said that his wife was arrested because she was recording. So what's happening here? Like, literally the police are puppets of the other puppets of the other puppets of the master of the managers of the masters, right? But it's like no one's following the Constitution at all. It's like literally going. I mean, we can't even. So I'm just confused.
Can I ask her a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Please.
Okay. We like to actually, what I'd like to do is start off by saying, if you're familiar with an interfaith dialogue between religions, what we are trying to do is an interfaith dialogue between the Republicans and the Democrats. So I'd like to put you in a scenario and ask you a question. Okay.
Well, actually, before you even asked me the question, I literally just tonight on Weber's Way on an interview with the police said, I want to bridge the gap with BLM and come here, and we all can get it behind the lockdown and our freedoms being stripped. This is an unbiased situation. This is not a Democrat or Republican situation. This is all of our rights being taken. And so why are we not all hanging out here together? I mean, because I said that they respect BLM. They don't arrest and detain people like this for nothing. You have to spit in the face of a police officer and these types of things, and loot and practically shoot them and with your bulletproof whatever. I mean, they go with your Molotov bombs and arrested, and we're here just whistling. So I'm sorry to cut you off from your question, but that's literally what just happened before I got on this interview.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And
Yeah.
the first question is, what is the difference between a right and a privilege?
A right and a privilege. Well, the privilege is like driving. Privilege, like if you're an asshole and you're a DUI driver and you don't follow the rules and you're driving fast, that's a privilege that can get stripped from you. But my right to speak, my First Amendment right, my right to bear arms, like state rights do not trump the Constitution. And that's what's been happening in these liberal-run states with these, Orwellian laws, that now we have the police who we love. The patriots love the police. We respect the police. But guess what? We are not going to be trampled on. That's the first thing. We're not, what's the flag, the yellow flag with the snake? No, do not tread on me. That's the flag that I'm thinking of. Like that, do not tread on me. And we all can get behind that. That's not okay for this to happen for any one of us. So that's the difference between a privilege and a right.
Let me make a proposal. If you have a right, you do not have to ask for permission.
I shouldn't have to ask you for permission to speak my mind. Thank you very much. You're right. But I should have to have the correct, I should be of age. I should not have any DUIs. I should be like legally standing to drive a car, right? So that's the difference.
You're confusing things. Okay.
You said right or privilege.
Let's let it sink in.
Okay.
If you have a right, you do not have to ask for permission. If you have a right.
Yeah.
Rights are endowed to us by our Creator, if you believe in the Creator,
100%.
it's irrelevant. The rights are given to us at birth. So if we have to ask for permission, it means somebody has authority over us, and we need their permission.
Well, let me
So-
stop you right there, because if you want to...
Wait. You can stop me right after I point out that if you are driving a car, you have a right to drive that car, and to cut you off, if somebody's riding a horse 100 years ago, they never were asked for permission to ride their horse, and we should not be asking for permission to drive our car.
Yeah, free travel. I agree with you. Like, that's where laws and state laws of, like, you know, that's why Republicans want less government. We want less government. Quite frankly, I mean, I like, you know, if you're asking me, I like the horse riding. I'm an equestrian. I'm back in the wild, wild west kind of girl. Like, I'd rather do maybe I shouldn't say this, but I would rather take my own law in my own hands than call the police any day of the week. So there you go. I will take my own. Yeah, 100%. I have a German Shepherd. I do my own thing. Like, I don't like friends that could talk loosely and say I'm going to call the police on you. I don't like friends that say, I don't like people like that. Like, I disassociate from people like that, because the police that's like the last resort. That's something that's like we don't speak of. We don't speak of that. It's like you know, it's just like, I don't know. I was raised, I have a colonel father. He flew Marine One for Ford and Carter, and President Ford and President Carter, and flew the medevac in 3 tours of Vietnam. I don't know. That's how I was raised. So the police are someone that you respect, but you don't. It's something that's very sacred. You don't just have an open mouth and call them for any sort of thing. So that's just how I feel. So I'm kind of the wild, wild west girl, to get back to that. But yeah. But what was your other question?
Now, we've had some interactions with the. Since you have some interactions with the police, I would like to have an interview with the police somehow, or somebody, to ask the police officer, the officer of the law, what is their oath of office. And I'm not asking you for the answer. I want to hear them give the answer. And the answer that I'm looking for is that their oath of office is to defend and protect the Constitution from the foreign and domestic enemies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would hope that they would say that too. I don't know if they're abiding by that, though. So I think this is.
But I want to hear, because that's the foundation of everything that's built on. Is that first cornerstone? That
keystone, yeah. Very important thing that, you know, everything is like built on, and everything falls if that gets taken. So that's the keystone. And yeah, I mean, I agree with you 100% there. I don't know. I would like to hear what they say, but that would, I think, probably put them in a bad position, because they're currently not doing that. They're currently, as I speak, detaining and maybe arresting people for like the most bogus things on the planet. So yeah.
Now, last Friday, do you think that the police were disappointed that they had to push people down to Wilshire Boulevard?
Oh, last weekend?
Were the police more remorseful about being forced to do that?
You mean last weekend? Because we're not at Wilshire yet.
Last Friday.
Last Friday when you were here?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Remorse? Or were they remorse? That's a question you must ask them, but I don't.
I would use, but
no, they seem to be okay with it. No one, they poked, you know, they're pokers. It's funny because I'm an original OG at the very first Beverly Hills rally months ago, and like as of two weekends or so ago, now they're checking, you know, we have nowhere to park. They're pushing us back in every capacity. We can't march. They're coming to check our flags and make sure they don't have a poker at the top of your flag. However, their pokers, they have their you know, what are those things? Batons have pokers. And 2 women last Friday got poked in the stomach very hard, and they were 50, 60 women, you know, 50 in age, and it's like, you're going to do that to these women when, I don't know. So I don't agree with any of what things that they're doing. They're just getting really bad orders.
Call it equal application under the law?
Yeah, no, there's no equal application under the law. for that side, even for the BLM side in us.
I spent a long time thinking about it. You know, after Friday night, I was really trying to understand what happened, and looking back and seeing all the pieces of the puzzle that led to where, you know, that started with one of the organizers getting on the loudspeaker of the police car and saying, "Hey, we got to keep moving," and you know, then how everybody ended up standing in front of the house. It did seem to escalate quickly.
It was both sides. It was a bunch of us standing and a bunch of us moving. It was like
Right.
both.
Yeah. But what escalated it, I don't know. I didn't see anything.
It was just time.
It was
It's like
just
these
the- it
guys
was
want to
the
go
time.
home. They want to be with their family, and they're like tired. Like it's just like you're on the job, and how long can you record and do this, right? You want to go home and eat. Same thing with these guys. I mean, they're human, but at the same time, they're not listening to like they're not listening to their oath. If we talked about that oath.
Yeah. I did not expect to see non-lethal shotguns pointed at Patriots last Friday.
So I was
that's
across
where
the street then.
I got a realization of, oh, wait, what just happened here?
So there was what were like the paintball ones?
No,
What
they
do you
were
mean?
the shotguns with the basically beanbag rounds in them.
Ah, the ones that will like put you on the ground.
Yeah, they hurt very much. But that when I saw that look in the officer's eyes where they were prepared and ready, I don't honestly believe that what I saw happening was Patriots getting violent by any means. They were definitely pushing back on the police line in the sense of, why are you pushing us out? Why are you taking
It was
away
questioning. It was like,
Yeah.
you know, whenever your parents question you and you know
Right.
you're in the right,
Correct.
and they think you're wrong, it's like, no, I want to
Right.
freaking settle this. Like, this
Right.
is not okay.
But, you know, I've seen the shotguns come out and the non-lethal come out when protesters, people are throwing rocks and bottles at officers. And
They
I
did that?
get that.
Wait, did
But
that happen last weekend?
No, I was in the
That
middle
was
of it
another
at the
time.
Lakers event.
Okay.
And I, in fact, got shot that night. But
By police?
Yeah, not intentionally. It was
Yeah.
an accident, and I don't
Sure,
blame
for
anybody.
sure, but I didn't know who it was from.
Because I was there covering it. I was off to the side. But that crowd deserved what was happening. I literally captured what
So
was
let me
going
ask you
on.
this, because this was a question I had over there for Jesse with Weber's Way. How long did it take for them to react, the police?
A long time.
There you go.
A long time.
I
Much
got
longer
here
than-
tonight at 8. Look, I got here at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 9:22. That's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So they're not, and we didn't even do anything. Guys, look.
Right.
I literally, this is the worst. This is what we bring out.
Be careful. You'll get a
I'm
ticket
just
for that.
saying. Well, I'm
It's
doing
pretty,
it
though.
for
I
the
like how it lights
media.
up. It kind of gives away that you're the one making the noise. Maybe a darker whistle next time might be more appropriate.
I wanted
Maybe
the pink.
dress in all black.
I wanted the pink.
Maybe dress in all
What,
black.
this is not enough all black?
Well, it's not, you know.
This is the most warm,
It's not black bloc. I think the Patriots need to start dressing in black bloc to be able to have the same tactics. Not that you need them, but you understand.
What do you like my proposal? How I have a buddy who's like a BLM guy, and I think I'm going to bridge the gap. What do you think? How did this
That's an
car get in
interfaith
here?
dialogue.
Yeah, that's what I was paying attention to. You know, that's
Where'd
why
the
they don't
car
want
come
people
from?
standing in the street. But
Okay, but anyway, wouldn't that be a good idea to bridge the gap with BLM and come out here and
come out
find
tomorrow
its
morning
common
at 9
ground?
a.m. You
Is that
start
when they-
bridging that gap.
Is that when they come out?
They come out every morning at 9 a.m. apparently.
Every morning?
That's what the flyer was that I saw.
Okay, I gotta give it to them.
Yeah.
Bravo, BLM.
And
That's
I saw
some dedication.
a report that 2 of them got arrested yesterday.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Uh-oh. She's an Uber. She needs to get her GPS going.
She's got an Uber pickup to do.
All right, so this is not even a big crowd, guys.
No.
Anyway, thank you so much for the interview over there. And
Yeah, I actually turned you on tonight to see if you were live streaming before I got here.
You haven't clicked the like button, hit subscribe, and
No,
all
I
those,
did, but
all those
you weren't here
YouTube
yet.
Things you're supposed to do.
I started looking, I think, around 6, and you weren't here yet. Or anything.
I have so few Instagram followers that I know you followed, and I followed you back too.
I know
and I
you
noticed
did.
you changed your name on the account.
I
too,
did.
which
I
is-
did. No, I did it again too tonight. I changed it because I didn't like. Well, I'm trying. So this is kind of cool. So I did it Hollywoodland.
Yeah.
But after Holly and then the two O's in Wood are the Q.
Oh yeah. You keep
So,
the Q
like,
theme going.
yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Something I don't
What do
know.
you, what do you think? Somebody threw out something interesting, which was the new defense secretary that was appointed after.
Everything's
rumor was
timing.
he might be Q. Have you, Ezra? Is it Ezra? No.
I think the Q is been in the making. Has been like okay. So military precision timing. I read something that I'll have to send it to you because it's gonna. I hate working on like 2 seconds notice.
I'm going to
but
tell you right now. You have to watch last Sunday's No Agenda podcast.
No Agenda?
The No Agenda podcast
Uh-huh.
from last Sunday. You'll find the podcast on all your whatever your favorite. I was listening on iTunes, podcasting, whatever, and it's the one with the barn with the yellow roof. Listen to it.
Okay.
You'll really
No
like
Agenda.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll really like it. I'm a new fan as well.
Okay.
It was really interesting. Adam Curry, the guys are great. There's a reason why they have such a huge following, and it's a really interesting podcast, especially that one.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, Q is a military insemination project that has been in the works since I think around Kennedy's assassination and from generals, and the precision timing with like how they use the symbolism and their coding of the deep state against them,
Yeah.
and just all of like I have been reading this since the past 4 years, since the WikiLeaks drop, with all of the, that's really when my great awakening and my first rabbit hole happened, is when I started to read the WikiLeaks, and reading about the FBI code, the pedophilia code words, and reading the John Podesta emails, and you guys, I don't know how much Google's scrubbed, but
Right.
it's insane when you were in real time, as it was happening, reading it. It was absolutely. It was a moment in time I will never forget. So that really was like a real knocker in the head. And I don't know, just since that time, I've been just I don't even have so when I tell people to stop listening to the lamestream media, what I mean by that is Fox News that's owned by the Murdochs that are a bunch of liberals, all of it's fake. So what you do is you watch people like Chris here, or you actually listen to the round tables, you read the hackings, you listen to the whistleblowers, you look at the rallies, and what is Trump saying? He's the president, he's saying things, just listen to him. What is he saying? You don't have to like how he speaks. Okay? And why does he speak like that? Plain and simple. If you had all of the global controlling, everyone that controlled the globe coming at you and your family at every second of every nanosecond of the day, you would be hardened and you would be a boss AF, and you would not take shit from anyone. And the fact that he spent more than a week doing what he's been doing, no one that I know could do that. So he's a boss. He's saving our planet. He's saving our country. And I just wish everyone would stop judging him and listening to the lamestream media. Cut it all off. Get on YouTube. Start subscribing to different people that actually get out on the, boots on the ground. People that actually doing and seeing things. Stop listening to the pundits. That's all I can really say about that. I can't. Because it drives me nuts when someone's like, "Oh, where'd you get your sources from?" You want me to tell you CNN? Are you kidding me? And then they go, no, it's actually BBC. BBC is an extension of CNN. Wake up, people.
Question. Would you agree that it's not Trump, the person, but it's the policies that we should be focusing on?
100%. He's done every single thing. Huh?
Garcetti's just a person. And it's not that everybody likes him or hates him. Trump is just a person. It's not that everybody likes him or hates him. It's the policies, and that's part of the...
Trump could not be purchased. No one could purchase Trump, okay? That's the thing about Trump. These guys are purchased. They work for the deep state. That is the difference. Trump works for the people. So if you want to understand why Trump, like, they all hate him, is because he was an insider. It's almost like a 007 agent. He knew they all wanted to... Why did Epstein have pictures with him? It's because Epstein was a honeypotter. And what was Trump? The freaking American dream. Wouldn't that be the biggest score to get him sucking, doing all the things in the bathhouse? Guess what? He has a moral compass. You know what? If you read Trump's books, I love the one part that he says. He goes, I don't drink, I don't smoke, but you know what I love? You know what my pastime is? Revenge. Read it. He said that years ago. He said it years ago because people have been coming after him forever. So it takes one to know one because he's, been in the scene, but he's never done anything inappropriate. He has a moral compass and he's a patriot. And that's why, thank God, he's been sent to us. God sent him. So that's my take on Trump. He's an amazing person. And stop hating on him. So just go with the flow. He's playing 5D chess.
We need to have a conversation at some point when this isn't going, because I have two things I really want to tell you.
Okay, cool. For sure, hit me up.
I will.
But Chris, it was so nice. And what was this guy's name again?
And that's Scott.
Scott, thank you so much, Scott, in the studio.
Send Karma to her from the studio.
Yeah, you're a good guy, and thank you so much, and peace
watch
out.
No Agenda. Check it out. I think
No Agenda. I 100% will. And you guys, just know, give it a couple more weeks. Stop listening to the media. Trump has us in the bag. He did it. It was a red tsunami. 410 is the electrical college that he got. You heard it from me
electrical
first.
college? Have you been drinking again?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. You know what I
drive.
meant.
No driving.
No, I'm not driving.
Of course. Good. All right. There you go. That was my good friend. Still got me laughing about that one. Sorry. It's kind of thinned out a little bit. I'm going to take you on a tour across the street here.
Hey, WYZZYWIG.
Yes.
Hey, WYZZYWIG, you just hit 4,000 subscribers on YouTube.
No way. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the support. I got to fix my phone here. I need one more hand tonight. That's really awesome, y'all. I really appreciate the support and everything you guys have been doing. Watching and following, and press is attacking each other. Oh, this is Lisa Simpson and Chip. No! This guy had a great post on Instagram yesterday, day before, about the housing issue going on in El Sereno. I believe that was the tweet that I read to you, Scott.
You mean the gentleman standing in front of you?
Yeah, the gentleman. Remember what we called the podcast was the Reclaimers. He's the one that wrote the tweet about reclaiming the properties.
The big difference here is there are black, brown, every color.
He has ACAB tattooed on his knuckles. That's how much he believes in that movement.
Well, okay, so I want to think about what you just said, and I'm not trying to make a controversy. You said anecdotal evidence.
So this is sort of what we'd call streamer wars.
No, I'm not.
Press wars.
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying, though, is I'm going to reference statistics, and that 90% of black people voted against Trump.
No.
It is true.
He says 90% of black people voted against Trump, according to Chip.
No, it was 90%. Yes, it was 90% of black people voted against
I'm
Trump.
going to say that that's not true.
Okay.
That's
You can just take a sample size from Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Also, do you know Blexit? Do you know what Blexit is?
You mean Brexit?
No, Blexit. See,
Oh,
babe,
you're
this is-
yes,
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 you know.
yes.
So, do you understand? When in our history
But
has there been a mass exodus?
there's no actual statistical evidence to support this.
Well, where are you getting your statistical evidence from?
I mean, all right, here we
Support
go.
what?
Actually, I'm on live, so I'm not going to.
It's okay, you don't have to, but just in general, where, bro? Because right now, anything that the mainstream media is saying about the election results, we're not going to even discuss it. The mainstream media lies, period.
But so, you guys say that the mainstream media lies, and that's fair. Like, I do not watch the mainstream media.
Okay, good.
Just like point blank, period.
Okay.
However,
Also
I
big
also
tech.
I also don't watch One American News. You know what I mean?
Okay, sure.
One American News lies and lies and
Dude,
lies
I'm
and
literally
lies.
just
and
using
there
my
is
eyes and my
constant-
ears.
So who's credible to you? Who's credible to you? Tell us where you're coming from.
You know, CNN stages report news.
Hold on, let him answer that question though. I want to hear
Who is credible to me?
you.
I mean, no one is above reproach.
Of course.
So everything I go into with I don't 100% trust any outlet. You know what I mean? I'm not
So
gonna.
why are you
I'm not
pushing
going,
that 90% statistic so hard?
because I have observed enough from both independent and mainstream media report on this, and this is like a university statistic. Okay, what I mean?
I'm gonna say that I think with the last election was probably about 20%.
Give us a source. I want to hear a news outlet. I want to hear someone you listen to. What you think is actually.
Also, bro, did you look at the Blexit march in Washington, D.C.? How many thousands of black people were there? It's like thousands of, and that's just who showed up. I mean, Blexit is huge. And then you have Lexit, and then you have Exit, which is the Asian exit. Like, there are so many multiracial cultures that
and then you
are...
bring Hispanics in, and we're really turning against the Democrats.
I know.
Hardcore.
And you know,
like,
it's
even
funny,
in my family.
so much so that Barack Obama had to come out and say that the only reason why so many Hispanics voted for...
Remember that?
Yeah, he totally dismissed Mexicans,
That's right. He
Saying the
dismissed them.
only reason that they voted for Trump was because they're evangelical.
Yeah,
Like, really?
Like yeah, something like that.
Are you serious about that? You're just going to dismiss...
Chris, I have another interesting
People
question.
independent thoughts.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or like they dismiss our ability to make our own
One thing that has been sticking in my mind is why does the mainstream media or Donald Trump or anybody talk about Fort Knox anymore?
No, I said I
interesting
come
question.
into everything.
There's nobody that actually talks about Fort Knox and what that actually
I don't
means.
watch Fox News or CNN or MSNBC
That
or
includes the
any
foreign
of those.
press, the AP, that includes big
So
tech.
everyone is lying. Everyone is lying about
Mainstream
everything.
media, big tech,
If
social
you-
media platforms.
Everyone is lying to you.
I believe he's lying right this
There
minute.
is no way to trust anyone or anything.
Okay,
Because
but
according
that
to
way-
the according to the Associated Press, you wanted the stat.
But
black,
not from the mainstream
black
media.
voters that make up 11% of the national electorate, and 9 in 10 of them supported Biden.
Babe, that
No,
is
no,
the
no, that's
mainstream
complete
media.
bullshit.
It
Wait,
is.
no,
That's the
seriously.
mainstream
Okay,
media.
let me find their
it
source.
doesn't.
Let me find their source.
No, it's the
Are these
mainstream
the same?
media.
Are these the same polls that they used when Hillary was going to win?
Right, and when Biden was going to
Yeah,
win by
17,
a landslide.
yeah.
Complete bullshit.
Those are the same people.
What'd you say?
The people, AP Press.
We're having actually pretty
Those are the same.
No, it's a decent conversation. We're talking about the number of black people that supported
And then
Trump
afterwards
last
they
election.
said, oh,
And my
but
argument
I'm
was
not trying to ignore you.
No, no, I
I'm
get it.
trying to see if I can
He has,
find the source for
10%
this
from the
specific.
Associated
the
Press.
problem is,
So he's
yeah,
looking at
the source. That's the problem.
according to
And we have the same thing.
And I'm just saying,
Right?
just
You
from
know,
my
you have the Trump
observation,
supporters
I
that are
believe
going to
that
say, well, I
it's
use
not
Gateway
true
Pundit and,
that
you know,
9 out
One
of
American
10
News
black
and
people
Newsmax.
support
And then
Biden.
the
As a
left's
matter
going
of
to
fact,
come
I
and say,
can't
well,
find
that's
anyone
fake
that really
news.
supports
So the question is,
I
how do
don't
we
find that many
find common
black
ground?
people that support Biden.
I'm
Tony, where'd you go?
I'm really not
Find
trying
the
to
source.
ignore you. I'm
Find
trying
the
to
source.
find another source that is not a mainstream.
That 20 years ago, all of the media was
Yeah,
on
it's
the
gonna be
right
hard.
side, and this is why the left was so upset. And was
I don't
saying
think you're
it's
gonna find that.
conservative media. So I'm like teaching them a
Oh,
history lesson that 20
No,
years
not
ago,
if it's not mainstream.
the left is the one that understood that there is a new
Do-
world order.
So what website would you suggest I go to find this information? Because I don't believe One American News because I've watched them live plenty and plenty and plenty. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, where my question would be, where is your evidence that it is?
Yeah, probably.
But
Ask him if maybe the FEC, Federal Election Committee, which is FEC.gov, if maybe they are the ones that should be giving out this information.
I don't know if
Hang on one second. Let me.
it's either you believe your side or you don't.
And see, and here's the thing is like, and I believe a lot of this has been showed to us by Trump personally, to where he has attacked the mainstream media. Like I said, I don't 100% trust everything the mainstream media says. I look at everything objectively, and like I said, nothing is above reproach. But generally speaking, a majority of what they say, despite the spin, the base facts are usually accurate.
Yeah, see, I disagree with that.
But where's your evidence to say that that is not accurate? Like, take this Dominion thing. Let's look at this Dominion thing.
Okay.
All these Trump supporters are saying that the Dominion voting machines.
Democrats were saying that a few years ago.
I'm going to finish real quick. The Dominion voting machines in Pennsylvania is what caused Biden to win. That is the current theory, correct?
Yes.
They switched the votes to Biden. 1 million votes. Now, in Pennsylvania, Dominion voting machines were used in 14 counties. Guess how many of those counties went for Trump? 12. 12 counties. So in 2 counties, the Dominion voting machines switched 1 million votes. If you look at those 2 counties, there's not 1 million people in those 2 counties.
Okay. You brought up this statistic last time. What I'm going to say is, do you know who Sidney Powell is?
Yeah, and she's a complete joke.
Okay. Oh, she's a joke, but she got Michael Flynn off, who Donald Trump just pardoned.
she didn't
that
get
woman
Michael
never
Flynn
lost a case.
off.
Yeah, that woman
She didn't get Michael Flynn off. Trump pardoned Michael Flynn, just like he pardoned Roger Stone, because Trump is a corrupt politician. Maybe
the premise of those investigations were bad. That's not true. The premise of those investigations were not fair. You know that. They were not.
I'm not Rogers. If you look into Roger Stone as an individual,
process crimes. They were trying to get him for process crimes.
If you look into Roger Stone as an individual, he has decades and decades of experience being a political operator. He is the swamp. Roger Stone is the swamp.
What does that have to do with the trial he was under? It was for Russia investigation. Remember?
Too bad you don't hold everybody equally accountable for that.
What'd you say?
Political corruption. You'll never hold the left accountable.
I would love define the left. Define the left.
Democrats. Why don't you hold them?
I fucking hate the Democrats. I
I
fucking hate the Democrats.
Right. Yeah. Why don't you call them out as well when you're calling out?
I do on a regular. But this is obviously not a place where I'm trying to have a conversation about with what you guys believe and what I believe. Okay.
Well, so why not involve everybody in that rather than
because that has not been the focus of the conversation.
So what do you believe?
What do I believe?
Yeah, we like to hear you.
Oh, I mean, I think all politicians are corrupt. I think that there is no need for government, that we've been lied to, and that humans are perfectly capable of governing themselves through direct democracy. The funny thing is that we've been saying the same thing about a lot of you guys. You know, a lot of you guys are out here saying, fuck the police, not all of you, no, maybe not.
Tattooed on your knuckles.
Yes, I do have it tattooed on my knuckles, and we had a conversation about that earlier.
What's that?
Show the camera. All cops are bastards.
Wow.
We're gonna leave, guys.
And that doesn't mean that I think every single cop is a bad person. However, I think
that's
the
what
system.
it says.
It
says all cops are bastards.
Yes, because in a system that is so corrupt, you are not given the opportunity to be a good cop.
Do you think Trump is corrupt?
Yeah, he's pardoning his friends. Maybe he went in as honestly, this whole Stop the Steal thing, I do feel genuinely sorry for you guys, because if you read the fine print of his Stop the Steal Foundation, the foundation that is taking money from his constituents to stop the steal.
Fund the lawyers.
If you read
fund the lawyers.
No, it's going to pay back his RNC debts. Read the fine print of his actual foundation. I'm serious.
That's why he invested $3 million into the case, right? That's why he invested $3 million into the case, right? Of his own money, right?
Yeah. If you're gonna do a good con and a good grift, you
Always.
gotta make it look
Okay,
real.
so what do you think about Biden
I-
saying that they are running the largest voter fraud organization in history? Now, when you have dementia, you tell the truth.
Said that about what?
Biden himself said that they are running the largest voter fraud organization in history. What do you think of that?
Who?
Biden said he is running the largest voter fraud.
Biden said he is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck Biden.
Yeah, he
Fuck-
doesn't like
but
Biden either.
I hate Trump so much that I voted for Biden.
Okay, well, this is the problem.
I do.
This is the problem. Okay,
I do.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Because if you can look at Trump and all his faults, you
know-
can look at 100 more from the Democrats.
I actually almost voted for Trump specifically. Specifically because I think, as me personally, an anarchist, I believe that would lead to the collapse of our current system faster if Trump was president for 4 more years.
You're talking about Biden bringing in the Great Reset. You're talking about him bringing Trump is trying to keep
I'm talking about Trump bringing in the Great Reset.
No.
He's not trying to do that.
Why would he?
You're flipping that. That's not true.
Not intentionally, but at the current rate that he's going.
That's not true at all.
That's a globalist plan.
So
It was part of the
globalist
Clinton
plan.
plan.
Trump is not a
They're trying to speed it up.
So here's the thing.
I was 4 when Clinton left office.
So what you believe in, I used to believe in that 20 years ago, right? The means of production should be in the hands of the workers and everything's corrupt and the people can totally govern themselves.
Yes.
And then I literally grew up, I looked at humans and I said, oh my God, we're fucked if all these humans are in charge.
I think you've been brainwashed by the mainstream media to believe that.
I smell a challenge here. All right. Okay. So what do you know about brainwashing? Have you ever been in a cult? Because I have.
No, I have not been in a cult.
Okay. So.
Well, I was actually raised a pastor's kid.
Okay.
So in a sense, I have been.
Back, brother. You gotta come back, brother.
So here's
God's
the
waiting
thing.
for you, brother.
I don't take accusations of brainwashing from people who haven't actually ever been brainwashed or programmed or in a cult. So I'm just curious, like, what's your sociological background on brainwashing?
That was me using your logic against you.
Okay, well, why would you do that?
Because I think it's funny, personally.
Sure. Okay. Fine.
He's a comedian.
I know.
Just like the other week when I went and when you were telling me to take my mask off so you could take a picture of my face and you wouldn't leave me alone, I told the cops to calm you down.
Right.
Because I thought it was funny. Well, no, and the point I make with that is that it was funny because a lot of the Trump supporter ideology is based in Back the Blue, Blue Lives Matter. There's, I've heard you say that personally yourself. I've seen you go get flowers. So to me, it is funny. It was a troll. So
Okay, the problem
maybe
is-
not my best troll, but
You're not coming serious. That's what you're saying.
What'd you say?
You're not coming serious here.
No, I mean,
Because we're serious,
I
man.
am,
Like,
but
we're
at the same
serious.
time, like
You're
at the same time, like all of this is so comical. To me. You know what I mean? Probably because I'm so fucking cynical.
What's
But-
Part of the looting in
No, I was not.
Beverly. No.
No, I was
Did
not.
you burn any buildings
No,
down?
I have not. Never burned down a building.
Have you spoken out against it?
What?
Have
no.
you spoken out
no,
against
I have
it?
not.
Did you burn any cop cars?
No, I did not.
Are you joking or serious? Are you joking or serious? Serious?
Syria?
Or just a joke?
Are you joking or are you serious?
Oh, are you joking? Or are you serious?
Oh no, I'm being serious. I haven't burned down any buildings.
Now he's being serious.
Yeah.
Oh my.
But in a couple minutes, he'll be joking again.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So, unfortunately, that very young, idealistic anarchist, I used to romanticize anarchism, okay? But it's like, it's a thing of the youth, okay? And personally, looking back, what I think is that the justice that you guys are all fighting for and the justice you're seeking is the injustice that you experienced as a child, either from the abuse or neglect from your parents or the lack of love you received. Because that's what happened to me. Okay, because when I was 18,
I would encourage you not to project your experience onto my experience.
I'm not projecting,
Because
I'm suggesting.
But because that has not been my experience whatsoever.
Okay, so where do you think at such a young age you're from obsessive to very, very passionate, where do you think your like focus on injustice, where is that coming from?
For me, a lot of it happened this summer.
Okay.
A lot of it happened this summer.
Okay, so if you haven't lived a life of injustice, and now you're a part of a movement of people that feel so unjustified, they
Because
feel validated in
here's the-
burning, looting, and rioting.
Here's the
There
deal.
is a severe
Here's-
misconnection here.
here-
That doesn't make sense.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Because I'm just real quick. I'm
no,
just saying,
I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna answer your question.
him.
I'm gonna answer your question because I may not have
Come back.
experienced the
Amen.
injustice
Amen.
personally. However, I have experienced privilege in a way that I know, growing up where I'm from, that a lot of my black and brown friends did not experience. I have 25 misdemeanors, okay? 25.
Sounds like that's your fault.
You're a criminal over here. You're proud of that too.
Well, let me finish. Let me finish.
And it's like, hey, hold up, you don't speak for black and brown people.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Just make that
Yeah,
clear.
of course. Obviously not.
Yeah.
Speak
for yourself.
Yeah, I only speak for myself and my personal experience.
Oh, yeah, you don't know nothing.
You know, I was definitely a troubled youth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Did a lot of
Why?
drugs. Huh?
Why were you doing all
Because
that?
because I grew up in, you know, it was just my nature. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I was a pastor's kid. I wanted to rebel.
Oh, that was part of your privilege.
Yeah.
Where's your dad? Is he here? Is he
No.
still alive?
Yes, he is. He
He's
voted
probably
for
a
Biden
Trump
for the
supporter.
first time.
Oh.
He voted Democrat. My dad is a lifelong Republican.
probably
that
is.
Voted Democrat for the first time in his life because he as well hated Trump
Bullshit.
that much.
Okay, what kind of pastor
Sorry.
hates? I mean,
You
no
want me to
offense
call
your
him up?
father.
Say it again.
He's on the East Coast, so
Bullshit.
he probably won't answer.
He's
No
pro-abortion.
offense to your
Yeah.
father, but like, what pastor would ever hate
The
somebody?
what?
What'd you say?
I said no offense to your father, but
Oddly
what
though,
pastor
what we're
would
also
ever hate
doing
somebody?
is we've got a
there's plenty
live
of pastors
chat
out there
room
that hate
open.
you.
That's
Okay,
for this.
listen. Something is out of alignment because you know I was raised to.
So
to engage in such things.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
taught
there's
that
been
we
some-
not taught that.
yeah, there's been some
Yes,
changes.
yes, I was.
Okay.
But
I was told that hate was a bad
I
word.
was
Okay.
waiting to ask
So
if that
you went
qualified.
out, you disrespected your parents, what they told you, you
What was going
disrespected the
on in,
law. Okay, you were disrespecting your own sovereign temple by doing
Yes,
drugs.
yes, I was.
Yes.
Like,
I
why
was.
do you
That
think
is
that
his
happened
tweet
if you were
as a
living a life of
journalist.
privilege?
Because,
His
and here's what I'm getting at. I have 25
is
misdemeanors.
documented.
Easily 10 of them should have been felonies. A majority of them I should have been arrested for, but I wasn't arrested. I was given a citation and a slap on the wrist.
Okay, so cops gave you a break?
Yes.
Okay, so all cops are
And
bastards today, but throughout your entire life,
hold on,
cops
and what I'm saying is that
I argue it all day.
like from the experience of my black and brown friends that I grew up with, they did not have that same experience.
where it was just misdemeanors.
Where it was just
here's
misdemeanors,
the
where
thing.
they were given the full extent of the law on their first offense.
Well, here's the thing, because
if you wanna stay out of trouble,
there
stay
is
out of trouble.
there is a
100%.
hardship.
I'm just talking about my experience here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is my personal experience, and
You decided to get into trouble.
and what has shaped. Well, you're focusing on that part. I've actually been sober for 3 years. So
Congratulations.
appreciate it.
Did you get a 3-year coin?
Huh?
I know they have a
Yes, I did actually. Yes, I did.
I know.
So the point that I'm making here is that I have observed in my own life and been the beneficiary of privilege, and to see the injustices that go on. You know, I feel. Hold on, let me finish my thought.
Go ahead.
Let me finish
Go
my
ahead.
thought. I feel personally like I can't just stand by.
Bro, listen, bro, I live in the hood, bro. You
Uh-huh.
live in the hood, bro.
What'd you say?
I live in the hood.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Who am I worried about then?
You tell me.
I'm not worried about these guys right here, man.
Uh-huh.
I'm worried about my own people out here.
Okay.
Because they're doing all the killing out here. That's why if you want to really talk about Black Lives Matter or Brown Lives Matter, you focus on our communities and how we're actually just killing each other. You understand? And how that ratio far outweighs cops killing us.
And
you understand that?
I would say that a lot of that is a direct result of the system that has been in place for
It's gang
hundreds of
culture
years.
too, brother. Welcome to gang culture, bro.
Where did gang culture start?
That's culture. That's the media.
Gang culture has
Gangster rap.
That ain't got nothing to do with the police, though.
Going back to your
Because they're all about
Don't
the
have
police,
nothing to
you
do with
see?
the police.
references
That's
earlier.
NWA, right? That's gangster rap right there. So you gotta like, be realistic about these things.
What'd you say?
You gotta be realistic about these things. You know what I'm saying? People in the hood, we're not worried about some white dude coming out here or some cop. We're worried about someone that looks like me or someone that looks like us out here. You know what I'm saying? So like before you start focusing on the lives that are affected by police officers, you should focus on the lives that are affected by us. You see, because that ratio is way higher.
But see, the same applies to white people. It does. Crime. No, it does. Murder and crime typically stays within its race.
This is true.
It does.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
So why are we focusing on the minutia here? Why are we focusing on the least of the problem?
Because I'm focused on the state. The state. You know what I mean? I don't.
Before you focus on that, you should focus on the community.
Yeah, bro, you're missing the stuff.
I believe that the over-policing of those areas has resulted in a lot of this game culture.
They wouldn't need police if they're committing crime.
Instructing them to do this? Who isn't? Who's
Garcetti right there.
It's more than Garcetti. It's the New World Order, bro. This has been going on for a long time, but you cast it off as a.
You want government to go away, right? You do, right? Why did you vote for Biden? You said it would go away.
He's big government.
Because
super big government.
Because realistically, at least not in my lifetime, I don't think we'll see a world like that. If anything, it'll probably be the opposite.
Wait.
I'm
just.
Yeah, I fucking hate Kamala Harris.
But you
I think she's a piece of shit.
Dude, bro, you're confusing me.
But I hate.
Why don't you tell us why you voted for Biden and Kamala?
Yes, I have multiple.
You don't have to hold it. It'll
No, because that is the reason I voted for them. Is because I hate Trump so much. That is a valid reason.
There is no other reason, is there?
And a vice president because you hate his opponent?
Yes.
It'll pick you up
Yes,
either way.
that is my biggest issue with this. That is my biggest issue with the state.
They are the state.
I know. But what I'm saying is the fact that I am forced to pick between a cop and a pedophile and a rapist and a misogynist is the issue. That is the issue, that I am forced to pick between those two
You don't have
options.
to pick. You don't have to vote.
But if you're right. I don't have to vote.
Yeah.
But I think that if you look at how divided we have become over the last 4 years, specifically because of Trump's rhetoric, then I believe that I have a responsibility.
Let me explain something about division. You guys divided yourselves. It's not from Trump. Look at the racial harmony here. Trump has brought people together.
This is the definition of anecdotal evidence, because even though you don't believe statistics, 90% of black people voted for Biden.
Sure, let's just put that to the side.
90%.
Why? Let's just put that to the side.
Find me proof that it didn't.
I can't.
Find me the opposite.
That's a distraction.
The problem with living in this mind frame, in this state of conspiracy, is that nothing can ever be believed. Nothing is ever true.
That's not true.
Everything can be bent to your worldview because nothing is actually real.
No, that's not true. Here's let me explain.
But it is.
I can prove it. I can prove it. Because as a QAnon, right? As the group, all about the conspiracy theories. But here's the thing. I understand the concern, but it's not the reality, because it's living in a state of not knowing. That's New Ageism. Okay, that's the false.
Okay,
but QAnons and Christians do not live in a state of never being able to choose. We are all about decision making and determination.
As far as QAnon goes, like I said, I read the fucking Q drops. Okay, I do. And I've done my best to fact check whatever there is. Q has been wrong multiple. No, listen.
How many times has he been right?
Not more times.
Just to give you an idea, this is all that's going on right now, for the most part. This crowd is standing here. The officers are lined up. And then you got a couple officers over this direction. I had to walk away just to see what was going on and see where everybody's at. Kind of looking to see where Tony was. Scott, you still with me, or did you go to sleep?
The studio's going great.
Studio's going great. Sorry, that was really interesting. Conversation with Chip No. That's the only way I am familiar with him. Chip No on Instagram and Twitter. You can go look at his feed and see what he has to say and report on. Self-proclaimed anarchist and cop hater is what he was. So it was interesting to see that interaction going on with 2020 presidential candidate Lisa Simpson was the blonde woman that was speaking to the photographer. So this is just hanging out now.
Ay, ay, ay. We can't let her off. That's right.
I mean, it looks like it's dying down.
So it turned to a very quiet protest ever since the arrest. Or the fines were handed out. Nobody is hanging out in front of the mayor's house except for the 2-3 people that are on the corner over there. Definitely feels like it's gotten colder.
And the definition of cold is a California definition of cold.
The California definition of cold, yes, which is probably now, I bet you it's around, I don't know, it feels like it's low, very low 50s, if not 40, 49. 53 right now, it's telling me, here in Los Angeles.
Hey, WYSIWYG.
Hey.
The YouTube chat says your voice is too soft.
Yeah, that's because I switched microphones. Thank you for letting me know. I was trying to get a better microphone in there to hear what's going on.
The guy too, because they sound like people. Right, and they're like, oh.
I don't mind having that wrong. I use heavily, and so I'm willing to.
Sorry, I was just trying to see where Tony went to. See if he disappeared. Just gonna stop and check out the chat here for a minute. Going to throw the
And there's been continuous protests in LA, with the exception of one other that has allowed. So the funny thing is I hear you guys it's just because it's just
fantastic. There you are. Oh, okay. Here.
No, I don't think I'm supposed to. I don't think they gave me a ticket.
Did they tell you to leave?
No, they made me go to the other room.
Here. You want to keep the truck? Okay. Okay. I don't know that you have to, but maybe that's a good thing. Yeah. Okay. So. The good news is I found Tony, and Scott, I got your message. YouTube search Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti's live. So it's gotten quiet, and everybody's hanging out, and it is 10:03. So we're 3 minutes into the curfew. And at this point, it does not look as though that's going to be a problem, even though there is still the line of officers over here. And officers hanging out. It's the mayor's house, and then the group is over here, slowly thinning. She's playing a little music.
Trump 2020, not even in Mexico do they make it so obvious they stole an election.
So this is what's going on. Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of background work here. Of course, I lost the chat, and it's back. Okay, I would think that Garcetti's neighbors really don't care for him much, but I also feel like the mayor's house has been here for a while, and I think that the people who have moved into this neighborhood or been in this neighborhood are well aware of who they live next door to, and at the same time probably feel like they are special for living next to the mayor, perhaps. It is a beautiful neighborhood. It's an area called Hancock Park here in Los Angeles. And it is an old Hollywood neighborhood. And it's always been the burning question of, is the mayor actually home? Is he hearing what's going on? Is he seeing what's happening? Everybody's dying to know. Everybody wants to know that question, but the answer to that question. But you know, right now everybody's just kind of calmed down and gotten really quiet since the tickets were issued. My friend Tony and fellow watcher is one of those who got ticketed. It sounds as though they didn't ask him to sign his ticket. So the question is that then still a good ticket? I think it doesn't matter, but I'm curious what y'all think.
Well, I think he's a sovereign individual. He needs to make up his mind if he's going to ask for permission and follow, those ridiculous ordinances, or if he's going to be a sovereign individual.
Right. Yeah, and you were able to hear the police officer's conversation that was happening earlier when they were giving out the tickets?
No, I think we were disconnected at that particular time with a little technical difficulty on this end.
Okay. I was worried that I couldn't get in close enough, and I wasn't sure if the microphone was picking up. The officer was not speaking very loud, but he was trying to help clear up any misunderstandings that were going on with the protesters here about how and why they were issuing the ticket. Everybody thought that they were
confident
arrested.
that it was captured in the live stream video and just not here in the chat room?
That's a possibility. And I'm hoping that the mic picked that up at least. But it was interesting to hear the officer explain that a neighbor had called in a noise complaint. And what they were doing was, yes, they had people detained. I saw at least 3 people detained. And it was 2 men and a woman that were detained behind the police line in the shadows back there. But the officer was explaining that they were not being arrested. They were being detained and written citations for noise complaint. And that they had no choice but to do that because the call that came in from the neighbor. So I don't know what the noise ordinances are in Los Angeles. But
There are no noise ordinance. Well, I'm not.
I would say that there's no noise ordinance before 10 o'clock.
Well, those are all ridiculous laws that they can't do.
Right. It's all meant to a certain extent to just create civil, I feel like, these things are in place and, they're there, but if nobody complains about noise, then a party continues. But when the noise gets out of control and there's 1,000 people and it's non-COVID and it's 4 o'clock in the morning in a neighborhood, what do you do to get people to go home? At a certain point, you're just being disruptive to, other people's lives. So I find myself with that tough decision, but it was 9 o'clock at night when that happened. I don't think there's a quiet hour law here in California at 9 o'clock at night, especially on a Friday. So I know that it definitely goes against our constitutional rights and whatnot, and I believe there's definitely some sort of fine line in there. But there's also just being a human being and being responsible and personal responsibility, and I get what everybody's doing out here. I feel for both sides. I get it. So hopefully that ticket's not much of anything but a slap on the wrist, or maybe they intentionally didn't have them sign it so that they didn't have to pay it. I don't know. Maybe that was the intent that the officers had, was to slap on the wrist rather than cause financial. But I do see the police seem to be leaving now. All the units just rolled out, and the line of officers is also gone.
So maybe they achieved what they wanted to achieve, which was lower the noise, and that was it.
Or just eliminate people from in front of the mayor's house, because you can see the size of the crowd that's hanging out in front of this neighbor's house, which is the next house over from the mayor's. And they've opened up the streets at this point. So I'm going to get out of the street, but...
The gentleman there with the megaphone.
Yeah, that's Christian. How are you tonight? Check this out. I'm doing something kind of interesting tonight. I've got this box on me, and I've got a group in the chat that can live talk to you.
Okay.
As they're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Have you heard of the No Agenda podcast?
No idea.
I would highly recommend it. So this is a group of No Agenda podcast listeners.
Oh, okay.
And
is this it?
Yeah, that's it.
So who's this guy? I was told because I have so since I'm Latino, Latino, and like my sources of the Latino community is really deep.
Yeah.
And they're saying not a lot of good things about, like there was somebody like talking like heavy shit to this woman right here. Is that true?
Talking to her?
Like being not talking nice about her.
Right.
Because I know this woman.
Yeah. She was on the stream earlier tonight.
Yes, and then they were sending comments, and especially this guy. Who is this guy?
That guy? Oh, he's a restreamer. Oh, somebody was restreaming my feed. Does it say what it is? No, it doesn't say. Yeah, so somebody's restreaming me and then talking over it. So that's his chat log that you're looking at.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so there's this guy right here.
Yeah.
Because like I already told people from East LA, like a bunch of Latinos,
Yeah.
they're not gonna come out and do what I do, but I let them know that I'm here.
Yeah.
And they told me that they have my back. They're watching every live feed,
Really?
every live feed, every internet, even the cops,
Yeah.
everything. And they're letting me know, like, you know, about like stuff like this. That's why I showed you.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's interesting.
That's why I showed you. If like, you know, if it's harder or not, or this guy dropping something on your thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just letting you know. I found
I
out.
appreciate it.
I found out like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so yeah,
Yeah.
So this,
That's typical. What happens is I come out and I stream, and there's other people that find that stream and they put it in their stream, and then they comment and talk about things. Sort of how I got started.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a good thing on some cases, but most of the time it's.
I mean, good or bad publicity is good publicity because if they jumping on your thing, they're showing your content.
Right.
They're showing your thing.
Right.
Yeah,
And at least he's got my logo up on his screen, and people know that he's basically stealing my stream to make a show for himself, and
yeah,
it's understandable, but.
Yeah. Well, no, I could find.
Woke is as well showing it. It sounds like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because the people from the Latino community, they already got the guy's face.
Right.
And probably tomorrow they're gonna tell me his fucking name.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
So like these, whoever it is needs to really relax because people are looking, and people have more power and just they're worse than.
Why don't you get on camera there and he'll see it on his stream and understand what you're talking about. Because that's an important thing to say that however. But here, come on out of the street because they opened up the street.
Actually, I'm actually gonna go eat right now. I'm gonna go eat.
I know it's dinner time, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming up and saying hi. It's good to see you tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
no, I don't know what these people are doing, bashing on people, like this.
Right.
It's like there's no use to it if there's not solid content, like a good debate, try to prove, I don't know, share ideas, pretty much just share your ideas, but not bash on each other. I could be wrong, you could be wrong,
right.
But at least talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about the idea,
Yeah. And tonight we've actually had some really good conversations, I think, even with some people that wouldn't necessarily just, agree with.
Yeah.
But tonight has been full of those conversations, and everybody out here.
What is this?
Was out here for.
Hello.
Hello.
What's this?
Who's joining us?
Oh, hi, I'm just a viewer. I didn't know you had a Zoom call on your thing. I just went to the link.
Yeah, that's what the chat live is. This is Chris, WYSIWYG. I've got the live stream going on.
You're talking, you just entered the WebRTC studio, which is a virtual version. You're talking with Chris. He's in Los Angeles in front of Mayor Garcetti's house. Do you have a question?
So I'm on Twitch restreaming just because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do. I'm playing with my art set. I like the conversation between the blonde lady and the Latino guy. Fucking love it. I wanted to see more of that.
Interesting. So, Lisa Simpson. Yes, that was
Yes.
that was a good conversation. Lisa Simpson is a very vocal Trump supporter and fighter for the right, without a doubt. She's around. Let me see if I can find her, and maybe we can talk to her and ask her some questions.
Oh yeah, she's here.
Hell yeah. I want to speak to some Lisa Simpson.
Well, there you go. Please introduce yourself and tell us where you are.
My name's Pam. I'm in Ohio.
Pam in Ohio. Thank you for joining us.
No problem. I'm on Twitch. I'm not going to say the name because I'm not going to, like, leech off of you. But, I mean, like, I'm not on YouTube like everyone else, so.
What we believe in is a lot of options to choose from.
Mm.
You never really have to lock it up because it just carries.
I'm having a hard time finding Lisa Simpson.
Is she okay?
She's around here somewhere, I believe. Did you get a ticket?
I did.
Would you talk to me about it?
Sure.
What was the ticket
better,
for?
Better not here because.
Yeah, we'll keep walking. I'll walk with you. What was the ticket about?
Well, let's walk and I'll do it over there, but let's walk and.
Okay.
If that's all right.
Sure. I'm out searching for somebody, and
yeah, I got
hopefully
you.
we find who I'm looking for.
I got you.
What was the ticket for?
Oh, for just being too fucking good looking.
I'll see
For
you
being
tomorrow.
too good looking, I
I'll
love
see
it.
you tomorrow.
Oh, see ya, man.
Yeah. Right, are you gonna go out tomorrow? Yeah,
Lisa Simpson. I think
Lisa,
she's.
we love you.
Yeah, I think she's taken off.
Yeah, so if you want to walk down here, we'll...
Sure. So instead, we're gonna. Yeah, I have this feeling the crowd's disappeared and Lisa's gone with them, and people are fading out.
Probably in their best interest right now.
Oh, your footage.
Oh, you are so cute.
It's cold. It's
Like,
cold to be out
if
protesting.
they're handing out tickets right now, I can see why she ain't gonna be sticking around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna find out
Well,
what
let me
that's all
ask you,
about here in
Pam.
just a second.
Oh, here's good.
Hmm?
Let's do it
Well-
with the music
well,
playing.
Chris
Yeah, in the
was,
background.
Music is a
Scouting.
bad idea.
Pam, I'd like
Okay,
to
bad
ask
idea.
you if you were not listening
Okay.
to the earlier part of the stream.
So-
what is your definition to the following, or your answer to the following question? What is the
What
definition,
we've got going on
or what is the difference?
I'm
What's
live
the difference
streaming,
between a right and a
we also
privilege?
have a live RTP,
Oh.
real-time
A right
chat
is something
going
you're
on,
born
and
with.
that's what
The
you're hearing
privilege
on the
is
box.
something made up
So
between
this is
people.
a viewer who's
I
watching,
mean, really,
and
if
then
you're thinking about it,
listening and
the
chatting
privilege
on
is
this,
something. Sorry.
and then Scotty's in the studio, so we're
I'm not
bringing
Scotty the Kid.
What?
Scotty the Kid or different Scotty?
No, he goes by Sir Scott. And so you were cited for what?
I was cited for being too loud.
And how were you being loud? Were you
Well,
using some sort of device or
my voice?
your voice?
And apparently they said they told us on the bullhorn a couple of times or 3 times. I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thanks for the warning. Oh, we told you 3 times. I was like, must be the quietest bullhorn in existence because I didn't hear it.
Yeah. I've seen that happen a few times where they claim that they've given commands, and I'm like, I didn't hear anything either. So it doesn't travel as far as they think.
Oh, it's just madness that they're doing this. You know, we do stand up for the blue, but my respect for them is starting to dwindle
Sure.
a little bit.
I get it.
You know, we're trying to reverse engineer the situation we're in with the COVID fake pandemic.
Yeah.
Yes, it's real. The virus is real, but those numbers, it's completely staged.
Yeah.
And the deaths, they're all pre-existing conditions, morbidly obese, you know, low immune system people. And that's sad, but God help us, it's got a massively high survival rate for the vast majority. And it's just a front for the global reset. Come on, it's pretty obvious. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
And
What's that ticket going to cost you?
Anywhere from 50 to 100. Of course, they don't say it on a ticket.
Yeah.
But look, we're just here we're fighting for justice.
Right.
We're fighting for what's right. And what now? Right now, there's a saying, this shit ain't right. It ain't right right now. People are smelling a rat. People are waking up going, hey, is this pandemic serious? What's really going on? Because we're being lied to every single day by corporate, global technocrats who are thinking they can just take over, push the global reset.
All right. Do you have questions in the studio?
Pam, did you have a question for the gentleman? How do you feel about the people that are getting fined and whatnot? What do you think they should do? Should they get a lawyer in order to fight it, or do you think there's nothing they can do?
Oh, I think it's fightable, but it's just it's if it's 50 or 100 bucks, is it worth it? I mean, I'm thinking of doing it just out of principle. I might be paying more money than what it's worth, but at the same time, it's all the principle of it. It's pretty piss poor, really, from the police.
Question:
Also,
did you sign the ticket?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't, they take you downtown.
Yeah. Okay. Because somebody else said that they weren't asked to sign their ticket and ended up not signing it, and they were wondering if maybe the police did that intentionally so the ticket wouldn't actually have any meaning behind it.
It might be void at that point. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Curious. Okay. Gotta check.
Also, have you seen your taxes raised since the pandemic started? Because I seen it in my state in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
And the sales tax. I mean, I seen someone pay $40 in sales tax for spending $1,000.
Well, I think things are getting a bit more expensive. I'm sure my grocery bill is higher than it ever was.
They used to not tax anything on food.
It's called
dry food.
It's called inflation, but the sort of the average, the cost of items, everyday items, is I think increasing.
Well, here in California, though, restaurants have been adding tax, like a COVID tax.
Oh, that's
doing
ridiculous.
Business tax in COVID time.
I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah.
But I love, just for you guys watching, there's in California in Huntington Beach, there's a restaurant called Basilicos. It's Basilicos, Basilicos. Why I'm bringing this up is because this legend named Tony never shut down. Not once. In March, April, May, June, July, you name it. Didn't shut down. And it goes even better than that. No mask. He won't let you in there with a mask. This guy is my hero.
And he's not been fined or anything?
He took on the man. Well, I guess he lawyered up, or he just knew the law.
Yeah.
And I believe over there, they're a bit more lenient. I know LA, they're so draconian. It's a real police state. Like, there were bullies going around. These health bullies going to restaurants and bars going, oh, over their shoulder, are you doing the right thing? And they were shutting places down if you weren't adhering to all the COVID specs, which is just ridiculous. Go home, beat it. That's what a low life piece of pond scum you are doing that.
Yeah. And this restaurant's down in Huntington.
This is a Huntington. Is Huntington?
Beach?
Is that OC or not OC?
Yeah, that's Orange
Yes.
County
Okay.
down
So there you go. OC's pretty red, and they're so much more lenient.
I'm gonna go down there tomorrow night
Do it.
for the
You'll love
protest.
Do it.
Yeah. Do you go down for that?
I want to. The only thing is, they need us at Santa Monica. Santa Monica Beach is so left, it's off the page.
Yeah. Which could be really interesting too. That's it. It leaves me in a conundrum because I kind of want to go to Huntington because it was.
Huntington, you'll get like, oh, whoa, big crowd, amazing party. But Santa Monica, it might be more. I don't know, grassroots is the right expression, but it might be more stuff happening on a. I don't know. It's just more powerful in a way because there's so much resistance. Whereas in Huntington Beach, there is just not much resistance to us guys.
You might have just swayed me to go to Santa Monica tomorrow.
Well, I'll be there. I'll be Santa because this is so woke. It's not funny.
I wish I could be in two places at once, but okay.
You can't win them all.
No, you can't. Well, let's hope for the best tomorrow.
I got
in Santa
something to
Monica.
tell you.
And,
I don't know his name.
The guy you're talking to,
Yeah.
Yes.
I want you to check the booking information on the people getting arrested, because I'm saying this because I did, and I've been seeing people are being arrested by the city health department for not wearing a mask, and the fine's like around $4,000. Look at that.
Wow,
And
where are
see-
you? Who's getting a $4,000 fine?
I'm in Portsmouth, Ohio. I could send
Ohio. Wow.
Yeah, Ohio. Some bitch, I mean not bitch, but some girl was arguing with a cop, wouldn't put on a mask in the Kroger, and got arrested, and they found drugs on her, but they slapped the health department. But it's weird because I've never seen the city health department arresting somebody. And it said that's the arresting agency, when usually that should be
Oh,
the
we
sheriff.
can't let this happen, guys. Is this the world we want to live in? We got to revolt in ways that they've never seen. We've got to stand
Yeah.
up and take aim.
People are at Mike DeWine's house every single night.
People
It's
say,
called a
say
dance
again.
party.
People are what? Sorry.
They're at Mike DeWine's house every single night, our governor.
Oh, he's a governor. Okay.
Every
Ohio.
single night.
Good.
And it's cold there. It's
Oh,
real cold.
no, not that bad, but it's
No.
cold. Yeah, I think it's cold. in
Oh,
Columbus.
it's just a global takeover. These globalists, man, who are they kidding? Fucking COVID was over months ago. There's no pandemic.
I had it. It's not even that big of a deal.
The numbers, experts are saying you look at the numbers, it doesn't add up. This pandemic has rounded the corner. It's basically over. And yet people are still walking around like the sky's going to fall. You know that kids, the fairy tale, whatever, kid story.
Mainstream media is still trying to scare everybody.
Chicken licking, you know, the whole sky's going to fall, but no, it's not. It's just people talking about the sky's going to fall.
And then they all go out and go to restaurants and...
But how ridiculous. The same fucking people who go, oh, put a mask on and anal like on the street, those same dicks go to a bar, as soon as that bar or restaurant, off goes the mask. And what now? The bar stool is somehow COVID proof?
Right. My favorite.
What
is
difference
when,
does it make?
Yeah, my favorite's when Antifa's yelling at me to put on a mask, and half of them aren't even wearing a mask correctly.
Oh, and the plus it's down below their nose.
nose, and it's like, come on.
It's ludicrous. This is madness, guys. We need to band together like brothers and sisters that we are and revolt.
Yeah.
We need to reject pretty much everything they're trying to ram down our throat, because I'm not playing ball with this shit.
Yeah. On an upside note, they're not giving tickets right now for the curfew.
No, and also they've whether they were or not, in LA, I never saw one person get a ticket for a mask.
Right.
I guess they
Not
did.
one?
I never saw it. I personally never wore a mask. I never got a ticket.
Yeah.
I guess
Do you
some
know
people
that the
did.
health department tours my workplace in order to see if anyone's wearing a mask, and they're giving people $200 tickets?
Oh,
They're really
assholes.
doing this here, and people are complying and wearing them.
Nah,
I had to wear.
I would,
but-
if it was me, I'd ignore them until the police came, and I would just band together. I'd say, okay, arrest me. Fuck you guys. You want to let's make this dramatic. You want to arrest me for putting a face diaper on my face? Go ahead, because it's not constitutional. It's against your civil and federal rights. For God's sake, this is enough's enough, isn't it?
If I had like the financial liberty to be like that and like not lose my, not worry about losing my job. and
Right,
shit,
you're like I am.
would.
I have to wear one at work because I want to keep working.
Right.
And it's I have
But
to
I-
make that sacrifice. But it's
Yeah.
difficult. It's a difficult.
It's
call.
tricky. I know it's tricky. I just think, can't we all come together as one? And like, look, what does it matter if somebody else is wearing a mask? Why do they care that you're not? If these masks were so effective, which we know they're not, if these masks are so effective, so wear a mask. If you want to put on
But they do have some really great memes
you
that describe how that works.
you want to put on a maxi pad on your face, be my guest. I'm not playing ball. No
I
thanks.
go fake mask as much as I can.
I mean, it's this whole thing. It's just like one epic episode of The Simpsons. It's a comedy show.
They need to start wearing gloves if they care about getting it so much, because masks don't do shit unless you're keeping the germs away from your face.
You look, it's all about
By that logic.
it's all about your immune system. You know, you've got a strong immune system. You're not going to get the cold or the flu in general. You might, but even if you do, you're going to be last a few days, not a few weeks.
I have a liver issue right now. I'm getting in the works of getting it cured. I'm an ex-addict and everything, and they told me if I caught it, I'll die. Well, when I caught it,
Oh, you had you had the Wu flu.
well, yeah, and it was like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I was fucking lied to because I was so scared. I almost died the first time I was on a leave before COVID hit.
Yeah.
Before they knew it was in the area. And then I took another leave because I found out someone had it that they just hired and they were sanitizing, so I didn't want to chance it because of the high hysteria. Well, when I caught it, I mean, I knew I caught it beforehand.
Yeah.
I never tested positive or anything because I just stayed home. I didn't go to the hospital, but I knew for a fact because I was coughing up shit for 2 days, blood, things like that.
Oh, okay.
And it stopped. And then all of a sudden I was able to drink fluids and stuff.
And was this recently? How recent?
This was in like March.
Oh, it's a long time ago. Okay. Wow. I mean,
I think I got it before that.
ages ago.
too.
seems like a long way back.
In fact,
If Newsom is in Hawaii, please share this with them. Share this with everyone in Hawaii so they can get the message to Newsom that, hey man, there's some people at your house, bro. Was that it? Probably not. The rumor is there's supposed to be, that's just one of the trains. There's supposed to be 2 or 3 more trains, so make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow, tell a friend. If you don't like it, share it with your friends so they can look at it and like it. Become a woke real quick. How many cars was that? About 10? If that was CNN, they'd be like, yeah, 10 cars drove through by the governor's house in Fair Oaks, California tonight. 5 of them didn't have insurance. The other 5 looked like they may have had insurance at some point in the purchase. But now, not the case. Yeah, homeboys in the station. Yeah, there's about 20 cars. And then the rest are trucks. A lot of trucks.
If not now, sometime in the future, that's future Texas.
yeah, and it sucks because it's like, and it's not money I can get back because my city's taking it from me. You don't get back city taxes. Paid over $400 the past few months in taxes. And just alone in city. That's not counting the state.
See, the little guy, obviously the little guy or girl, but the little guy is getting screwed. Small businesses screwed, and these big corporations, their profits are doubling. Their profits are like Google, I don't know, Amazon, Facebook, their profits are all doubled during the last 6 to 9 months.
Do you know how much a face mask is? Like a pack of face masks are since the pandemic hit at my store?
How much?
It went from being $10 a pack to $30, and we had them in locked boxes. The first week the pandemic hit, and I was so sickened, so fucking sickened. We sold so many, we fucking sold out. People were trying to break open the boxes and steal them, and it wasn't working. Yeah, $30. Can you imagine? That's like half of your groceries.
I tell you what, it sounds like other states have had it. We've had it bad, but it sounds like other states have had it rough. Like me personally, I don't ever wear a mask anymore. I don't take it with me. If it gets awkward, it gets awkward. I go into Ralph's supermarket and there's a bit of a battle, and I say, look, I just say, look, I got a I got a medical condition, I got disability, you can't discriminate. And usually there's a bit of back and forth, but I go with that shopping trolley, every aisle, I don't wear a mask. I don't give a damn.
You're the guy that goes down the aisle the wrong way, don't you?
Probably. I'm not playing ball with this. It's just silly. And these guys aren't buying it. See, intuitively, we're all geniuses, right? But we haven't used our intuition for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So intuition is not that strong these days. But deep down, all of us just know instinctively, this is just not really that bad. But just the intellect and the brainwashing is just, we got to reverse engineer that somehow.
I think we're being primed.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
Yeah, like dead on. And every single time, like every 20 minutes at work, we hear, make sure you wash your hands for 20 seconds. And our people are protecting you by wearing a mask. And this bitch came in, bitched at me because I was on lunch, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't wearing a mask. Oh God. And this woman bitched.
Hang on a sec. You're trying to eat your lunch, right?
Through the mask, yeah.
I tried to explain. I'm wearing this like 24/7, man.
Well, they don't have an eating area, a designated eating area for your zone where you can go and take off your mask and eat. That's how we do it here in the film business. Is we have designated eating areas. It's an 8-foot-long banquet table with 2 chairs, one on each end.
Oh God,
and
that sounds like
if you want
prison.
to eat with your friends, you're going to stay 8 feet apart while you eat, and only one friend.
Sounds like prison. Sounds like fun.
I've never been there. Once I did. Once I went and sat down. But
Oh boy.
it's just a miserable experience.
You
It's
know,
like,
we need to just seriously reverse engineer. It's like anti-social distance, anti-masks, anti-everything right now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, aren't you guys sick of being told what to do every 5 seconds? You can't scratch your ass now without a permit.
Yeah. This has been a great example of what socialism will look like in this country if we continue on our
Yeah,
our
if
current
Sleepy
path.
Joe gets in, which fingers crossed he doesn't.
Right. Yeah, we're getting a taste of it now. Some people are recognizing it. Some people just aren't.
Oh yeah, the ones on the left, some of them just. Well, the problem is they're not experiencing censorship. You know, Facebook, Twitter,
Correct.
YouTube. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh, everything's
Right.
rosy.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy. What are you guys on about? Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Theory. That because they're not experiencing it.
Right. And that's interesting. Like, you're the first person that's brought that up. And I find that really a super valid point, because that's really what it is. They're not experiencing it themselves. And it's easy to stay in that bubble of it doesn't exist.
Well, look, for fuck's sake, sorry about my language, but
No,
for God's sake, not everything's a conspiracy theory. And in fact, a lot of so-called conspiracy theories right now, I reckon they're dead on.
Yeah.
I reckon they're 100%
Right.
accurate.
Yeah.
And that's the scary thing.
Right. Yeah. And they're being called conspiracy theories only to downplay them and turn the narrative. So,
Yeah.
And it seems to be an effective tool for the most part.
I just want to know who's behind this.
You're going to find out.
Which entity is it? Soros? Is it who are these evil masterminds in these layers? Manipulating us.
Hey, I'll tell you who the evil mastermind is right now, and you will not doubt it one fucking bit. Since Prince Harry came out as a fucking nonce. This shit has started.
Say that again.
Sorry, can you
Since
can you
Prince
repeat?
Harry came out as a fucking pedophile.
Who? Which one?
Prince Harry.
Uh,
She's saying since he came out.
I would say so. I don't know that for sure, but it seems like he could be. Yeah.
But you're saying ever
I'm
since that
dead
happened,
serious.
Well,
Like,
ever since what happened?
the
Jeffrey
Prince
Epstein
Harry
came
photo
out?
came out
Oh, what?
with
what-
Jeffrey Epstein
Oh, that.
from Epstein Island and the young
Yes.
girl. You say that's been a turning point.
Yes, I can tell because since that woman came out about being in pictures with him, and he said, "I have no clue who that woman is," and it was on national.
You two, sorry.
TV.
So just quick, Harry, the Harry and William, the two brothers, right?
This is the
Or you mean Andrew?
Prince
Oh, Andrew, yes, not
Because
Diana.
Harry's the copper top. He's him and William, Diana's sons.
Are you British?
Yeah.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Sorry, Andrew. Yeah, Prince Andrew.
Andrew, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
I'm tripping. I'm not
he was
from
up to
there,
shenanigans for
Yeah.
sure.
the royals.
He got caught red-handed.
I mean, come on, you got these girls coming out, and they didn't really seem like liars. I know. When I talk's cheap, but come on, they're on that. Because you saw that Netflix documentary, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I think evil national ambitions.
Oh look, some girls make that stuff up for attention, but I think it's a pretty small percentage, right?
Can I interject?
Please. Who is this?
Who the fuck? Sorry.
Introduce
Can
yourself.
I-
Go ahead.
All right, listen. If this guy's a royal, right? Is that what we're saying?
So, in fact, the jail factories shouldn't have opened during this crisis.
Yes, Prince Andrew is the youngest son of Queen Elizabeth II.
I understand. Okay, I don't care who he is. If he's a royal, is that what you're saying? He's a royal, right?
Yeah.
And all right, so he can have sex with anyone he wants, right?
Yeah, we give or take, sure. Yeah, that's in a way, sure he can.
Who the fuck fucks kids, man?
I'm sure there's a spike in your pocket.
I don't know, man. There's some sick fucks.
Well, if you listen to the conversation that Tim Pool had with Alex Jones,
Yeah.
and they touch on a lot of this, and I think Pam in Ohio is right that this is actually a turning point.
If anyone has COVID in these.
Listen, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, who the fuck does that?
Oh, yeah,
Right.
you're quite correct. You're quite correct. Yeah, it's on the surface it looks like, yeah, he could have any. I mean, he's getting a bit older now, but he could have any woman he wants. Why would you fiddle around with little kids?
The unobtainable is what it is.
Could be the unobtainable. That's feasible to me. It's like because you're above the law, you got these cute little 14, 15-year-olds. You're above the law. You're schmoozing. You're just in Neverland on that island.
All the photos that
Jesus.
we've seen, it seems to be the same type of girl.
Yeah.
Whether it was Clinton or anybody
Well,
else.
Alex goes into detail and says about they suck the energy out of the young.
Right. Right.
That would be the
I mean,
satanic portion of
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I can. I mean, when I say I can see why, I mean, I'm Jesus Christ. I'm not about to jump into bed with a 14-year-old, but I can almost, you know, the attraction. You know, young people, teenagers have got that high-level spirit energy. They're just free. They're free birds. You know, they got that innocent energy, which is, I suppose, to some would be quite exciting. I don't know, but it's. I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to justify it, but I mean.
Is that like a drug or something? Like what?
I don't know, man. It's just all
You know,
it's all manipulation and it's all egos. I guess I don't know. I'm not an
And
expert.
since then, the people in the lawmaking system is trying to justify having sex with 14.
Oh, it's alarming. It's an alarming trend. They're trying to normalize early teen, not late teenagers, like 13, 14-year-olds. Get them sexualized. Get them ready to go. It's a bit alarming.
Yeah.
And then the whole Lol dolls, I don't know if you've seen that or not, but they were these little dolls that you can buy anywhere. And look at really expensive dolls too, but you dip them in water and they found out that it had thongs on.
Yeah.
And dirty ass, like looking stripper type bitches looking, right? It's not something suitable for a 15.
No, certainly not.
Not a 15-year-old. These toys are sort of 5-year-olds, actually.
It's a funny world we're living in. Like I will say this: like the guys and the girls these days, they're developing fast. I don't know if it's the hormones.
Can't imagine why.
Hormones they're putting in the chicken, or the animals. But as far as like physicality, you do see 14, 15-year-old boys and girls, and the 14-year-old boys are sometimes 6'1". From behind would look like a man. And the girls are just so well developed at like 14, 15 these days. It's like it's unusual, isn't it? It's a bit weird. Whereas like 50 years ago, it didn't happen like that, did it?
Right. Yeah.
But
no, it's
anyway.
We're much more wholesome society.
Something like that.
Back when I was a kid,
Yeah.
there was. That's the way it goes. But things are winding down. I appreciate you talking to us and spending the time with us. And I appreciate hanging out. Take it easy.
Thanks, man. All the best in Ohio.
You got a great souvenir for the
Thanks,
night.
man.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? So,
how do I get a hold of the show?
WYSIWYG TV. What you see is what you get.
Oh, WYSIWYG.
Acronym?
What you see, what you
WYSIWYG
get.
TV.
Yeah.
Facebook, YouTube.
WYSIWYG. Yeah, I know WYSIWYG.
Yeah.
Cool, man. What was your name?
My name's Chris.
Ash.
Ash.
Good to meet you, Chris.
Pleasure. How you doing?
All right.
All right. Take it easy.
Send Karma out from the studio.
Say that again.
Karma from the studio.
Karma from the studio. Thank you. Sorry, I walked away a little fast before that got out there. But everything's winding down out here. I think I'm gonna start working on wrapping up. It's definitely calmed down. The units have thinned out, and no riot gear. And the crowd is now down to a handful.
You have that. I mean, people need to go to sleep too,
Yeah, well, it's still early here. It's just coming up on 11 o'clock.
Oh.
So.
Well, shit, tell everyone to stay.
Yeah, I know. I think, honestly, I believe it was the cold that, kind of ran everybody out tonight. But I'm going to find a little quiet spot over here and